Hey guys, Geek here, and welcome to episode 17 of the British Tea Party. This episode is live, so if you do want to tune in on a future episode, then follow us on Twitter and keep an eye on all of our YouTube accounts, and we'll put videos out saying that we're going to be streaming live and when. It may not always be the same day, so do follow us on Twitter. We'll put links in the description to all that good stuff, and yeah, you'll be able to see when we're live. So, our guest this episode is LukeAkaNinja. Say hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay, thanks. How are you? I'm just trying to get this thing uploaded because I forgot to upload the video actually telling everyone that we're live. Because I thought that was the best way to start off, by being completely unreliable. Brilliant.
As always.
Hey, as always, I mean, I'm surprised I'm actually here. I mean, I've kind of been putting this off for a while, just been busy with stuff, but yeah. I'm here.
I know. It's been weeks. It's been weeks we've been trying to get you on the podcast. You've been like, oh, I'm busy, I'm doing this. I'm like, oh, fine.
Yeah, don't disappoint us.
I knew one day we get you on.
Yeah, well, a person like myself has lots of things to do, like play Call of Duty endlessly and
we
eat
totally
pizza.
understand.
I mean,
yeah, that's what life's about. So, exactly.
Totally understand.
Obviously, as always, we do have crazy randoms.
Yes, that's me. I'm here.
He's here.
Usual. I can hear people noise in the background.
We also have Sai.
Yes, I'm hot last.
I went in the
I want
list
to
from
be
right
last.
to left. You have to be second to last. And we have Arian TV, who's hosting the live stream today.
Yeah, so if any of you do something annoying, then I'll just kick you off. Or wait. No.
Am I not a moderator? I want to be a mod.
You can be, but okay, so,
No, I'm not a mod.
Arian, sort that out while I continue. Okay, so as usual with any new guest, we do the rapid fire question session. Crazy Random's actually changed a couple of questions, so it won't be exactly the same as usual, but it says
Only question 1 and 2.
that it is for the better. So go on, Crazy. You go on that.
All right. The rules of the rapid fire questions is I just ask you a question, answer as quickly or as long as you like. Usually it goes on for a while. So we're just going to kick this straight off with question 1. Let me read this because I've just changed it. It's not on the top of my head. What do you think is the perfect age to be and why? And how old are you currently?
I'm currently 19, and I think the perfect age to be is probably about 21. Because, I mean, you're not quite a full-grown man, but you're not a little kid, so you can do practically whatever you want. I mean, you still have that element of youth and energy. And stuff.
You're just saying that to charm Crazy Randoms.
Yeah,
You're just saying
I'm
that.
going to sadly disagree because I'm 21 and I certainly do not feel young and revived.
Well,
I know the exact answer to this question. It's not even that hard. It's 24, since your prefrontal cortex, like a part of your brain, is fully developed, and after 24 it starts to decay. And, like, 24 is a perfect age for intelligence and, like, knowing, getting full use out of your brain.
No. I'll have to disagree there because you basically know now that you're basically in decline. I mean, how can you live with that, knowing that you're decaying from this day forward?
That's what we live for.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Whoa, that just went dark. Holy crap.
Yeah, I wouldn't class. I'm going to disagree because it wouldn't be your perfect age, knowing that in the next year you're going to be out of shit. I think 21, 22, 23 would be the best age because they're the pre-ups to your
I thought
your
like
downfall.
the best age to stay at or like to pause at.
No, like what is the perfect age? What is the peak of your lifetime?
Okay.
Can somebody change the name of this broadcast?
Actually, no.
please?
I want to change my answer. I think the best age to be is probably about 4, because you can just run around, you can poo everywhere, and nobody cares. Everybody just looks at you and goes,
4.
"Oh, you're a baby," and you can just do
Hang on
whatever.
a minute.
You're
4.
4.
Yeah. Well, you see, my parents were quite tight, and they wouldn't actually buy me like finger paints or whatever. So,
Oh, right. Yes.
Oh, improvise.
You know.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Question number 2.
Yeah, more rapid, I think.
Would you change your name? And if so, what would it be? Like real name and YouTube name? Or is Luke the perfect name?
I don't know. I actually kind of like my name, which is surprising because I used to hate it, and I feel that most people don't like their names, or at least that's what I've got from other people. But I don't know. Luke is kind of a a nice name, I think. I mean, it's not too long, it's not too short. I mean, it's Luke.
There's a pretty easy way to like make you hate your name, like Luke, I am your father, and then everyone starts to do that.
It depends. It depends.
I think that's more hating you and not my name.
Good point.
Yeah.
True.
But like only if you hate like Star Wars would you hate being called Luke, as in Luke Skywalker. That'd be like if my name was Luke and somebody said that to me, I'd be like, you are a legend.
Well,
Although-
you see, my middle
After so
name.
long.
My middle name is the one that kind of annoys me a little bit. So I can just assume now that you guys are going to call me it for the rest of the podcast, but it's Oliver. And
Oliver.
obviously,
Why?
you know, the songs, Oliver, you know, never before is a boy wanted more. That thing, I don't like that. That's no.
It's,
I guess, you know.
My teacher's name was Mrs. Jackson, so yes, sorry, Miss Jackson. No. And she'd get annoyed. It was hilarious. Okay, question number 3 is where'd you live?
I live in Wales. Do you want me to go?
just a slightly more, you know.
You can go more specific if you
I
like.
live in Bridgend, which has
There we
like
are.
one of the highest suicide rates in the UK.
You do
Is
indeed,
it?
especially teenage suicide rates.
Yeah.
So, you know, good luck.
I think it goes back to that
Don't
you know
say that.
point where we know we're going to start decaying after the age of 24 and we just go it's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not teenagers, though. What's
This-
your excuse there?
Well, it is because like I'm still a teenager because I'm 19, and you've just put this in my mind now, and I'm gonna go to
5
bed tonight. I'm
years.
gonna be thinking, you know what, my days are numbered.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had like at least 50 years left, and now it's
You just have 5 practical years. Even
yeah.
then, it's
Until I
less
turn
than
into a
that.
vegetable,
You're
it's
already
it's
19.
just yeah.
Mm-hmm. Would not be good. Don't know how
Wait,
you do it.
this isn't a rapid question. Quiet. This is
It never is a rapid
question.
fire question set.
No. This question is why do everybody ask about Pokemon? If you ask a Q&A,
Yeah, hang on.
somebody's bound to ask about Pokemon.
Can we just leave the questions in the chat and do them
Yes.
after this?
Okay. Sorry. You will get an answer, but
Yeah, leave it.
All right. Where am I? This is an important question. You've got to choose the right one, or not going to be your friend for much longer. What is your favorite color?
Green.
Yes. We're the bosses. You are legendary.
Damn
That's
it,
it.
Eugene and I are
You're,
beat.
you're in the
by
crew.
numbers.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So
Question- that was rapid. Question number 5 is what is your favorite movie of all time?
With that epic voice.
The Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring.
You are also a legend. This is brilliant. I'm loving every minute of this.
I think
I
I've
have
made a friend.
I have a
Gee.
friend in life. This is amazing.
Oh, friend.
A whole friend.
All right. Your best video game ever of all time. that
The
you
Elder
played.
Scrolls Oblivion.
Yeah, all right then. No, I
How could you not
played-
like that?
No,
Hang on. What's yours then?
Mine was Crash Bandicoot or Ratchet and Clank. I'm on about real classics. You wouldn't even know what them are, probably.
You said movie, didn't you?
No, game.
okay.
We've gone from that.
How is Ender Scrolls a movie?
Oh, don't
No,
ask,
but
I'm
like
confused.
the Ender Scroll games for me have just been. I haven't had the chance to play into them. I can guarantee if I play them, I'll get really deep into them and I won't stop. But I just don't have the time, so I don't give that commitment to it just yet.
Well, you should make time. I mean, these things like
I work.
sculpt
I work.
people.
You play COD. I work. I have real life things.
Well, I do important stuff on my channel. Thank you.
No, I'm not about your channel. I'm about real life.
Yeah, but that's what I do. I record the stuff.
All right.
do,
If I was
and
to
put it
play
up there.
that kind of game, you'd be incredibly bored because I'd literally scour every corner of everything. The thing is, though, some people hate that. Some people tell you off for not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a win-win either way. It's a loss. Okay. Question number 7. A little bit more personal, well, rather personal. Is virginity kept or lost?
Why would I want to answer that on stream?
See, someone, thank you, has
Yeah,
refused to say.
I was a bit meh, but I don't know.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Oh no, it's not anything to be embarrassed about. I mean, why do people put so much importance on it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know why I put it in the questions, but it was just something funny to make.
Break the ice.
Well, see,
Very quickly.
I can't go into much detail because my parents are here, but like,
Well, it's yes or no.
They don't know.
How old are you? 19. I'm
okay,
sure your mum
fine.
knows you've poked the hole or not.
I haven't, but I've done everything up to it.
That's all right then. You're
Fine.
Well done.
that-
Leave
that's
it at
fine.
that.
See, nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to laugh at you.
Oh, no.
Not at all. Not at all.
That
Okay.
might be a bit sexisty thing sounding, just poking the hole. All right.
Put me on the spot now. Like before the
next
next time I log into YouTube now, I'm gonna have to go and just do it with just something, anything, just so I can be like, it's not true.
It's not true. I'm not a virgin.
Oh God.
Current girl.
Am I a part of this?
Currently have a girlfriend or boyfriend. The Sai has got an opening for the boyfriend side.
Are you actually? You guys are all horrible.
I beat you like in the chat. I just
Yeah, I remember that. That was
Yeah,
What's wrong with
I've
being
Piazza
gay?
as well. I've saved that
nothing.
picture.
Nothing. We just
Okay.
he just has a lot of tendencies.
But why the sigh?
Because Sai is very homosexual. We've got a picture of him in a pink shirt doing some Superman with some weird
screw-
clothes on.
Look, I'll
Oh,
show you it now. I'll show you it now.
If
Tweet
you'd been
now.
on my channel, you would have like seen that I'd done some videos with my boyfriend. So
That's
Yeah,
all right
see?
then.
Yeah, that's okay.
So you're boyfriendy then?
no, you
No.
faggot! I've got a girlfriend.
Call me a faggot. That's taking it too far.
No, that is.
I knew the actual answer as well, so that was even funny.
I don't know the actual answer. I'm fucking asking the question.
Holy
All right, then. What
Like,
were you doing just
okay,
before-
well, I mean, we should all be cool about it. It's nothing really big of a deal. And then, okay.
Aaron,
You got
show
me
the
there.
picture of me.
In the words of Hutch, gay sex doesn't make you gay.
No, it doesn't.
It also wouldn't make you.
Straight.
Depends if you enjoy it.
Yeah, it depends if you enjoy it. That's a
It's,
good one.
it's only gay if you kiss, I say.
Yeah.
If you what?
Okie dokie. Question number 9. What were you doing just before the podcast?
Like before you got on the computer.
Yeah.
Do you want the honest answer?
Yes.
No.
Want somebody to say
I
something?
was making a video. I was.
Oh.
There's nothing special. There's nothing interesting. I was just making.
I
a
know
video.
crazy what you're waiting for someone to say.
I'm
but
waiting
make
for
it happen.
Even as a joke, it'll just make the day. It'll just be like, you're a boss. You had the balls to say you were doing the dirty stuff. Or something. Not necessarily masturbating. You could have been on with your girlfriend or your wife.
Well, guys,
know-
on stream,
It's boyfriend.
this is Sai's picture
Mm.
of him flying about in a pink shirt doing a Superman thing with a hoodie on top. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's showing the stream.
I can see that. I can see that.
I can't.
Oh,
see
here it is. There we go.
Oh,
It's on the screen, yeah.
I'm Captain Steampunk, yo.
Yo, no. Okay, final number question. Yeah, that makes sense. Is what is your most embarrassing moment?
Ever in life.
Usually a difficult one to answer, surprisingly.
I don't actually know.
Essential Puma, he had it on lockdown. He just knew it. I think he
He did.
told the story
Okay,
before.
okay. Actually, I've got a pretty embarrassing one. Basically, I was about like this goes back to the pooing on the walls thing. Okay, but it's not poo. Basically, I think I was about 9, and I've always been really, really ticklish. My mum knows this, and my mum, being my mum, thought, you know what, I'm going to embarrass Luke in front of his friends. So she tickles me, and needless to say, I pee myself in front of my friends.
Your mum is heartless.
Yeah.
Your mum doesn't.
And the worst thing was,
People
she
do.
shouted at me and grounded me because I marked the carpet.
Oh, that's deathly right there. Okay, I think you're winning so far with your.
Yeah. I don't have anything better than that. I might just go outside and do something really stupid now just so I can get the title.
We've got plenty of that from you, Sai.
No, man. There's dogs outside. There's a caravan. I'm trying to think of what I can do. Oh, I found a glass of Coke.
Okay, and that's the rapid fire questions.
There
No,
we are.
today it
We
was good.
Got through that. That was. I don't know. I think that might have been fairly rapid considering the normal speed
Our
we do them.
previous history, yeah.
Yeah. Right now, Sai has decided to use his powers and delete some of the freaking questions as I bloody ask.
Sorry.
One of them was.
Hello.
It's expense. The suspense that he's building.
Well,
What
One
was
of
one
them
of them,
was. I will
GG?
never know.
Sorry, my mic unplugged. Can you hear me?
yeah, we got
Okay.
you.
The
yeah,
question
actually.
was, if you could have any Pokemon for a pet, which one would you have? And that is from Gandalf is gay for Saruman.
Oh no, I'm not answering that question. Just purely because of your name, sir.
Seriously?
Yes. No.
You're a
peaking.
namist. You're a namist.
No, I'm not a fan of Pokemon. I was, but you a chance to get me to answer, as in like one that I choose now. I think it'd really piss me off.
Well, just pick one of the ones that you remember.
I only remember one. I think that's Pikachu.
Yeah, I knew.
Well,
Oh,
okay.
Everybody knows that one.
I know, Luke, I know you do play Pokemon, so go on then.
As a pet.
I think if I had to pick any Pokemon as a pet, just like I'm thinking about this as like a pet and like how much it would take to like look after this thing, because my first idea was a Gyarados, but then I think it can't be on land. And
Yeah.
it's massive, so you can't really
massive
keep it anywhere.
aquarium. Yeah.
I'd have to probably feed it like children. So it just doesn't seem like a good match. So I think I'm gonna go with probably an Arcanine. I think I'll Arcanine.
Okay, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Your,
be pretty
your
cool.
mic is peaking.
Can you get off them peaks, please, Gigi?
Your mic is bugged. No, your PC
Arcanine.
is making it do that.
Isn't that like the
Okay.
Ninetales?
I think I'm going to answer it because I've just done some research, and my favourite one
There's
is
the XSplit. Nothing else does it.
is
I'm opposing
Groudon.
XSplit, so I'll just take Arian's recording.
Is Groudon? Do we know who he is? Because I don't.
Why?
Yeah, I
would
do.
you
Isn't
want
that
a
legendary
Groudon?
Because
That
he weighs
fiery
almost
lava.
a ton. He is the heaviest Pokemon EU.
No.
He-
Oh,
he-
okay. So
Wait.
So I'm getting
how
the
would
heaviest
you
one.
keep a
What's your
a Groudon?
practicality
Well,
of that
have
then?
to. He weighs a ton. He can do whatever the hell he pleases.
Yeah, but-
He can live next door.
Where-
They're not going to be able to say much about it.
Wait. What? If it were to rain,
So
then he'd,
what about
like,
you?
What about me?
Would
I don't
you
know. I'll
listen
just
to
fly
you?
him to school. No one's going to get in my way. I've got a ton Pokemon that looks like he's got to break stuff.
But what happens when it rains then? Because he's a ground type.
I've never played Pokemon. He's just the heaviest one.
Oh, jeez.
So you just pick the heaviest one.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Not the one who can do the best stuff.
Are you into BBW?
Maybe what's nice.
I'm just trying to like create this.
No, it's BBM.
And she
Oh,
crazy knows
shut
this
up.
one, trust me.
Wow.
You guys are all very mean to me.
I would like, I'd like a Pokemon that I could fly on, so I don't know. Charizard would be pretty damn cool, I'd have to say.
Like a dragon.
But, yet again, I'd just be happy
What's
with
the What's the one that hypnotizes you? The one with the spoon.
He doesn't really hypnotize.
No, he
you.
doesn't really.
See, Hypno would be the hypnotizing one. One of the spoon would be
Yeah.
the Kadabra or
Oh,
Alakazam.
Kadabra. Yeah.
Alakazam's got two. He's the
Teleport.
one with the beard.
Teleport.
Yeah, one of them that could make me trip out like crazy would be brilliant.
Interesting fact: Kadabra used to be a boy, like a person.
Yeah. No, I've read the descriptions of all these. Pokemon is some twisted shit.
Yes, actually, right? The
Really
mangas. Like in the first
Yeah,
ever manga, like
read the
Bulbasaur got cut in
descriptions. This is
half.
meant for children.
I know, like
This is meant for
Bulbasaur?
children.
I know. So, oh wait, I know mine. Ditto. Bam, Gommel.
Ditto.
Yeah, he can be whatever
You're
he
making
wants.
me a nerd. This is wrong. You're turning me into a nerd. Stop talking about Pokemon.
Yeah,
I
we
know,
got man
Ditto.
stuff
Like
Some of these
that.
questions
Why
I
a
won't
Ditto?
answer. just,
Listen,
Why
Ditto
a
because
Ditto?
he could be whomever he wants to be, or she. I
I'm
don't
going to read this question out right away.
No,
Uh,
no, not
You
that
can
one.
read it. Everyone can
No.
see it.
Oh,
I'm
just
caught-
just
I'm
just
gonna-
tell me and I'll answer. Okay.
Which Pokemon would you have intercourse with?
And I'm going to say this is Zoka edits, right? Let me just say this out loud. Zoka
Chris
edits.
subscribes to
Hey,
YouTube,
I love
likes
this
Zoka
guy.
edits,
No,
posts
yep,
awesome-
everyone
I'm
go
gonna
subscribe
ask
to
you
him.
that
He makes
question.
amazing videos for me.
Which would you have sex with? I want to know that. Which Pokemon would you have sex with? I was going to put that a little bit more vulgar, but I changed my mind.
Wait a minute. Is this why he just picked Ditto?
No,
Wait,
no,
Diglett
no,
or Ditto? Was it?
no.
This is somebody in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which Pokemon would you have sex
We've
with?
let people ask questions, and this is sort of crap we get. No offense to anyone, but I'm sorry.
Hey, this is the good crap.
Yes.
Okay, it could be worse.
I suppose it could.
They could be
yeah.
asking us like, out of the people in the Skype call, who would you have
Yeah.
sex with? Like, that's one they could ask maybe.
So who would it be?
Probably not you because you don't know Pokemon as well as I'd like.
No, I said
Oh,
Sai.
he said
Who
Sai.
would it be?
Huh?
What? What?
We're all guys, so sorry
Yeah.
to have a first pick.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Myself.
Back to sleep, darling.
Right. Anyway, yeah. Should we just do some gaming news instead?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. There's a
Ooh,
lot of
gaming
gaming
news.
news, actually. Well,
There is.
We'll continue the questions at the end when they've built up a bit.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Try refrain from Pokemon. We are grown men here.
You never settle for
sorry.
Pokemon.
Sai, I'm
Yeah.
actually going to direct this piece of news towards Sai's direction. Now, apparently, according to Sony Computer Entertainment Europe blog manager, he's saying at the minute that they're going to be making some game announcements in the next week or so, leading up to which they've done in the past. You know, previously up towards last E3, which we're getting up towards E3. E3's next month. And what they did last year is they teased, all the years before they've teased stuff like Little Planet 2, Motorstorm, Apocalypse, Infamous 2, things like that. So, Si, what games would you expect possibly, and maybe for what platform? Would you think Sony will kind of tease games for the PlayStation 4 because Xbox have got their, thing coming up very soon, their conference? So, are they trying to maybe pull more of the limelight as much as they can before that conference happens?
I don't know. I'd like to see a Little Big Planet 3 and see what the hell they could do with the new, new gen of console.
So you mean on the new gen, yeah?
Yeah, like the way in which, like what we've seen from the PS4 doesn't look like it would lend itself well to big innovation in that series. But the people, what's their name? Media Molecule. They're just hilarious, and some of the stuff they do
True.
are great. So I'd love to see what they can do.
Well, it's rumored that we're expected to see Gran Turismo 6 soon, which is it's supposed to be a PS3 game, which I'm quite surprised about.
Yeah, they do 2 games of console.
It just
They
seems
did.
too late for them. The time they
Yeah.
take to make a game, it just seems far too late.
I think the
Especially
problem
on a
was they
console
started.
that's going to die in a couple of months.
Yeah, but they
Exactly.
started designing GT5 as soon as the PS3 came out, so they kind of didn't have long with the hardware to get used to creating a great game for it.
Go on, sorry.
So maybe I can imagine this will be a big leap from GT5, even though it's on the same generation because they've got used to using the console hardware. But will it
Too little, too late.
Yeah, exactly. Like if they had done that last year, probably would have been better.
If they did delayed it even further, though, people
Or
would
release a massive patch for GT5. A DLC that kind of
Well,
overhauls
yeah,
the game.
that's-
They've already done that though. They've done that for a while. Every now and then there's new cars added.
True.
Yeah, no. I'm not. I'm on about game changing things, like new modes, new.
Well, I think it's going to be much like the Grand Theft Auto scene there. Like they did this with, is it 5 that we're currently on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said
6 is the
5 was
new one.
coming out. They said 5 was coming out on the release of the PlayStation 3, but it was like 3 years later or somewhat
Yeah.
longer.
That's
So
why
I
it's
reckon it's going to be like that. They're going to say, "Here it comes," and then it's going to be out in the next gen because they realize, oh, hang on.
You know what? Sorry to interrupt, but I just clicked on a link in the Twitch chat, and now I've seen things which I cannot unsee.
Hey, we were on about it. So
Is it a Reddit link?
Yes, it is.
I've read it as well, so...
You read it.
No, I mean, I read
Oh my
the
God.
link
That's,
before
that's,
clicking it.
I don't think I should have clicked on that. That's
Don't open it,
Pokemon
Aaron.
porn. What the hell?
I went on
This
the
is for
Pokemon.
children, people.
No,
For fuck's
I went-
sake.
Hang on,
Wait,
Sai was the one that posted it. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God. Hi.
I went on the Pokemon subreddit, and it said related subreddit, and there's like Church of Pokemon and all that. And then there's not safe for work, and it was Pokeball and Pokemon WTF.
So you post it in the Twitch chat.
All right, sorry, that's it. You're getting
Not
it
anymore.
With-
Not anymore, my friends.
With
Not anymore.
clear
God.
children. They must be children because they're asking Pokemon questions, and
I
you've
said
just
not safe for
violated
work.
their souls right there.
Exactly.
Not safe for work.
I deleted it
Like
anyway. it's fine.
these kids are gonna go downstairs and be like, "Mommy, what was my champ doing with his hands? Where was he putting those fists?"
Can we continue talking about what we were talking about originally?
Yeah, let's
So yeah,
on shit.
yeah. There we are.
You sick boy, Sai. You sick.
Okay, we answered a question pretty much about the same thing. I see.
Anyway, yeah, I do see a difference.
Nobody answered it. We all
You-
knew well that we're not going to
Exactly.
answer it.
So, yeah, there's heavy rumors about the next Xbox that there will be an option where you can kind of pay monthly, like on a contract thing, and you pay like $15 a month or something over 2 years, and you get the console. Would it like they've done this with there was rumors that they were going to do this with the old Xbox, but would anyone actually do this?
Don't know.
Would you rather buy the thing up front, or would you rather put it on a contract?
I think I'd buy the. It depends on like the warranty and stuff, because when the Xbox 360 first came out, it was like the red rings or whatever. So I'm thinking if like the Xbox 720 broke, if I paid full price for it, maybe it'd have like a 2-year warranty. If I was paying like monthly, maybe even if it was broken, I'd still have to keep paying this. And
Yeah,
well, it's like a contract one, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you drop it in a glass of water, you're still stuck with a contract.
So they try and make their money out of getting you to get extra warranty.
And I guarantee they'll all break.
Yeah, so I think I'd rather pay for it up front. And
I think that is
wrong.
a good point there. And also everyone knows that when you pay something on a contract, you pay more than you would pay if you bought that thing on its
And
own.
if you got a bad credit check, what's the story there then?
Exactly.
So I can't get a contract for it now, not a chance.
So there we are. Arian, Sai?
No, because they're already kind of removing everything that you own. If you have to redeem a code to play a game, then you don't really own the game. If you have to, all this stuff, and if it comes to the point I don't actually own the console, by rent, because you're renting it, and then at the end you're getting it, really. And like,
I guess
they could legally just be like, oh, okay, you didn't make this payment, we're having your console, and that's a bit sketchy.
Well, they're not going to do. It's not going to be. It's all going to be above board.
Kind of already doing that with Xbox Live though.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't like Xbox Live either.
Well, I guess with Xbox Live you are kind of another thumb, because if you don't follow their terms and conditions, then they have
You
the
can
right
see
to...
you can see what everyone else is doing, but you can't join in. So sad.
Are you on about me not having an Xbox?
No. On about Xbox Live, you can sign in and do your stuff, but you can't.
Oh yeah. Until you pay, you can't be a member of the club.
It just teases you.
I
Someone
don't-
started playing Black Ops. Oh, bastard!
I don't see why the Xbox Live membership is a problem, because the way I see it, if you're paying for something, you're actually getting what your money's worth in regards to like this aspect. Anyway, if you look at the PS3, I mean, yeah, it's free to play online, but they get hacked and everybody's credit card information is leaked. You pay like £3 a month for Xbox Live, and you have a flawless multiplayer and online experience.
Is it? I wouldn't use the word flawless though. Is it flawless?
No.
I generally
Nothing's
don't have
flawless,
a problem with
but
it.
nothing is
Docked
flawless.
all the time.
In a way, I can't blame them, because that's what every company does that offers a service. Netflix, you have to pay a subscription. You have to buy like whatever plays it first, which is what you do with the Xbox. You buy the console, and then you need a contract to get what you get from that. So, but
I've got
Netflix
nothing-
on a less extreme than
When
that.
when was the last time we had a problem with Xbox Live? Apart from like it going down for maintenance or whatever, and they do that at the most convenient hours anyway. I honestly
it
haven't had a
recently, in
problem.
the past couple of weeks, went down under their that wasn't under their control. The past couple of weeks,
Yeah.
went down for
Like it can't have been long, because I would have known about it.
it was a day or so. Yeah, it wasn't long. But I've got no problem with Xbox Live as a service. It's just everything's easy if you don't have to pay for it. I feel it is easier on me. I kind of, as much as I like the service, every time it comes into renewal, I'm like, oh, it's another thing I've got to pay for, and it's kind of a.
I mean, I kind of made it easier for myself, because like the first year that I had my Xbox 360, I bought a year's worth of Xbox Live with it for Christmas. So every Christmas, I just ask, whatever, can I have a year of Xbox Live? And it just renews itself, basically. So
Yeah.
I don't even have to pay for it. I'm getting it for free.
Us poor bastards don't get that option.
It's like 30 quid.
Yeah, I'm not that
Yeah,
rich.
but in the life- in the
30
life-
quid 30 quid at the end of the month can sometimes be like, oh, right, bollocks. I'm going to have to wait another month before I can do that, because there's just other things.
Yeah, like it's
Usually that is one of the things I do buy, but I can guarantee there are people out there worse off.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
isn't it 40 quid a year? Is that the deal?
I don't know.
It depends. The deals change all the time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like your flat rate, what you're guaranteed to pay.
There's no guarantee.
Well, no, but like the recommended price, and then they have deals on.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I could
Because
For here, it's
I know when it
60
started,
euros,
it was
but you can
40
actually
quid.
get it for like 38 if you just buy it online with a code or.
Xbox Live. I can get Xbox Live Gold membership on Amazon. Other stores are available for 35 quid right now for a year.
Yeah, okay.
And Xbox Live actually do a good service every now and then where they
Wow.
stick up a deal on your main screen. Get live for
Yes, you can get it
£1 a
really
month.
cheap. I had a deal once. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
like-
it did me well. £1 a month. I did it for a while until I stopped using that account.
But
There's-
that's like
there's actually
280
something-
quid for the lifetime of the console to play online, and then that puts you. That's quite expensive. That's why I don't like it.
But you're paying for everything in life. You're paying for
Yeah.
your internet. You're paying for your electricity. Everything. Why? What gives them not the right not to?
At one
It-
point, you
And
could
to be
get-
honest, yeah, continue.
Oh, at one point, the price difference in the PS3 and the Xbox was enough to actually allow you to get an Xbox and pay for quite a bit of Live and still not equal the cost of the PlayStation. It's only because in recent years that they've kind of caught up with each other. The PlayStation got considerably cheaper. That now they are very close in price.
No, well, Xbox had a strategy that I disagreed with.
I
and
do.
that was-
Which
Which was, here's a box, buy everything that you need for it to bloody work. You want to go online wirelessly? No, buy an adapter for 69 quid. Oh, we don't even provide batteries with your controller. Okay. Right, so buy a charger pack, an official one, otherwise it'll just be shit and it'll never last for long. Or here's when it first started, here's the arcade console. Go buy a hard drive. And fuck's sake. Or a memory card. Anything, everything.
And you had to
All
buy a
ex-
headset that went with it as well. Had
Yeah,
to buy
yeah.
one that was compatible.
Yeah, it has to be all Microsoft's official stuff. I mean, in a console, like buy
It's
a
brilliant.
PC.
It's a brilliant business strategy to for money wise.
Yeah.
Well, here's
But-
the thing. How has the Xbox managed to catch up with the PlayStation if it's an inferior console?
Because it
I mean,
starts
there's-
off cheaper.
I never said it was I never said it was an inferior console. All I said was that it had a frustrating business strategy for
Yeah,
for a lot of people.
The way to do it
Um,
is when they come out, a parent will go, "Oh, I'll buy that for my kid."
'Cause it's
Like, you know,
cheaper.
a console, and you go for the cheap one. And then when you buy it, you're like,
People
"Oh, it doesn't
invest
come
in,
with a
you know-
mic. It doesn't
Yeah,
come with a what."
that's
So then
true.
you buy
It's
that.
why people buy phone contracts and stuff. It's if you went to your mum and go, "Can I have this iPhone?" It's 600 quid. She'd probably tell you where to go. But for
Would
Christmas,
they?
you ask for an iPhone and she says, "Oh, it's only like 30 quid a month," and she probably would get it.
Yeah,
It's
in
'cause
actual
at
fact,
the
you're spending
forefront, it
a lot
looks
more.
cheaper. But
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
added it all up into the mass, but people are lazy and can't be bothered to do that, then it looks like you would figure out that it may not be.
You
the
see
What are you implying about my mum? She's
Not
she's
anyone's
lazy.
mum. No,
No, I'm pretty sure you said my mum.
no, I wasn't aiming at anyone at all. I'm aiming at just the general public. The general public as a whole are lazy.
I know, I'm kidding.
So
Yeah.
It's okay, Precious. Calm down.
But you see that everywhere. Like this TV's 4995. Why didn't you just say 500 quid? Fuck off.
I
Oh,
hate
that's
that.
annoying.
And
I
it
work in a
works
shop,
sometimes
that's
as well.
really
Like, Go
annoying.
to my mum, hey, that's 40 quid. And she's like, okay. Wait, this is 49.99. I'm like, oh crap, you're right.
I want to
Sometimes-
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I always do it the opposite way. Instead of putting it up to what it actually is, I put it down. It's just a wish. It's just a wish.
I want to answer a question in the chat. Gandalf is gay for Saruman. Brilliant name, I must say. Brilliant. What is the best music concert you've ever been to? Mine was seeing Rise Against in Bristol.
Rise Against. That's brilliant. That's it.
Did someone ask that? Sorry.
Yeah.
I see it. Yeah,
definitely.
I see it. What music genre do you guys like?
I like a lot of things.
Approaching
Pretty
Nirvana,
much just.
yeah, whatever that genre is.
I
Whatever that
Approaching
genre is.
Nirvana as well.
I don't know what that is either, but it's brilliant.
It's more like it's kind of
It's-
electro.
I call it. I thought it was.
Montage music.
Drum,
Yeah,
I
pretty
thought
much.
it was drum step.
Drum
No,
step.
I don't think it is.
No.
Oh,
Progressive
I
rock?
posted an article. You might want to check
Was
that
it?
out.
Was it?
Stop.
Like-
Don't post it in the chat, please.
No.
I can't. I'm banned.
I think.
Posted an article.
Yeah, I did ban him from posting that link. After he posted that link, I was like, screw that.
Yeah, he tried to log in with his
Um,
Luke Portal account, but I saw that and blah. A ban.
Oh.
Um,
Yep. No, seriously,
what's-
look at the article in the Skype chat.
What?
So, what do you guys think of Sony and Microsoft's E3 conference being the same day at E3 this year?
good planning by the guys at E3.
Well, no, it's Sony. Well, the companies decide with E3 when they're going to do it. The E3 don't give them a date and just go deal with it.
Yeah, but E3 would have been like, they could have just said, you do know Microsoft are having theirs today, but knowing them, they probably didn't even mention the fact. Because, what day is it? Is it on the Sunday?
June the 10th, so I'll have a quick look at my calendar.
I'm guessing
June the 10th is Monday.
Oh, wow, that's...
Not a long way. It's not a long way either.
No, but is that like a big day for E3?
It is, because EA and Ubisoft will host their conferences on the same day as well.
Okay, so it's probably a situation where neither of them wanted to stand down, because if Sony were like, oh, it's okay, we'll do the Sunday, you're giving the spotlight to Xbox then, and vice versa. So they probably were just too ignorant and both went, let's lock horns over this and see who wins. Which is fun.
Not really.
I remember
they're not stupid on a business perspective. No. Like, they're going to lose custom. If they both separated, then either one would get more people. So that's not a good strategy, sorry.
But I remember last E3, like they were all in a few days, I think, and I still ended up staying late to watch a lot of the conferences and I did like an opinions video after each of them. I probably will do this year as well. But having like 4 conferences, including 2 main ones in the same day, is gonna freaking kill me. I think if I want to try and cover them all. Jesus,
get your jog on.
Anyway, before I do anything else, does anyone have any news topics they want to share with the group?
Yes, I put it in the Sky chat.
Sorry.
A 13-year-old slashes pal's throat after falling out of a violent video game, Gears of War 3.
I like the way these news articles, they also have to put the word violent.
Why has it got anything to do with the game? By the way, there's audio on the news thing, so you might want to mute that if you open it, Aaron.
Well, in response to what you just said, I found playing Gears of War that it was always a very violent game, and it made me very violent. I have holes in my walls, like my plasterboard walls, where I've hit my controller because chainsaw noobs, retro noobs, sword-off noobs, ink grenade noobs, lots and lots of noobs. It makes you very, very angry.
That's not the game's fault. That's your character. Not I've lashed out.
So games don't kill people. Other people make you kill people.
Yes.
No, it's not even that. It's your character not being able to...
I've argued this fact a long time when you last in the podcast before, that if you buy a game that's pronounced violence, that's what it is. So yeah, it is a violent game, and they're saying it right, but they're saying it in the wrong term. Yes. They're saying that is the link that why she stabbed the why they got stabbed or whatnot. Which is wrong, yeah.
Yeah, it's not because of the game, it's because of the head, just the complete head case,
Yeah,
Did he kill him? I haven't...
What was it over?
Gears of War.
Yeah, but can I ask specifically, do you know what he did? Was it like a teabagging issue? Was it just...
If it was a teabagging issue, then the guy definitely deserved it.
Meanwhile, in Nintendo land, which I don't care land, as the slashes Wii U prices again, you can get it now for £150. So if you never wanted a Wii U, you can still not want a Wii U, but pay £150 for not wanting a Wii U.
I honestly didn't think it was that expensive anyway.
Wow.
That's not the reason why people aren't buying it. I mean...
Yeah, I know. I know that. I mean...
Have you heard the other news about the Wii U? It's been hacked.
Has it?
Several times, actually. So
No.
It has happened in the past.
Completely, entirely hacked. You can run pirated games on there, and it's not a software issue. They managed to get into, they managed to completely hack it. Now they can turn it into whatever the hell they want.
At least
I might go buy a Wii U.
Yep, literally, you can run pirated copies. You can.
I might make a
tutorial.
You could
an ad. No, I might make an ad going, come buy the Wii U today. You can play all your pirated games.
Seriously, that's probably Nintendo's best bet selling copies.
Exactly.
No, I think I might buy one to hack it, but not to play pirated copies. I want to Linux that shit up and have it tabletized on my TV, so it's like a media center with a tablet on my TV. How cool would that be?
You can do that anyway.
Yeah, well, a Wii U price, not bad, I guess.
£150.
Right.
It's cheaper than when I ended up buying a Wii. I don't know why I shouldn't have bought one, but I did.
I have a question.
Go on.
Yeah.
If you had to... What was that?
I think my internet's going.
What?
If you had to marry one video game character, who would it be?
Mm.
Do you want to do the marry, kill, and avoid? Was it
Yeah,
marry?
the Ed put in the chat.
Ooh, what?
Drunken dwarf.
Did he?
Yeah.
When
Oh, marry one. Oh yeah, marry one, do one, kill one. I think
Is
do
this
one. He
between
means have
us?
sex with one in case.
Is this,
I-
Yeah.
is this between us or is it?
No, it
between-
was the
just
Cocoa
random
Pops
people?
monkey, Toys R Us giraffe, or David Schwimmer. And I don't know who David
right.
Schwimmer is.
Oh yes, I'm seeing it now.
yeah.
I don't know
I
who David
just-
Schwimmer is.
I was about to say hi. You stole my spotlight.
Thanks.
The Cocoa Pops monkey, kill one, Toys R Us giraffe, or I do not know who any of these are, to be honest.
Okay, David Schwimmer is Ross off Friends.
Well, I
Oh,
don't even know who he is. So anyway,
The Cocoa Pops monkey, I'd probably do because he's never really been anything if it's a dude or a chick. So Toys R Us giraffe I'd kill and then I'd marry.
Hang on, who did you say David Schwimmer was? The guy off what?
friends.
Guy off Friends.
he's the guy who plays the giraffe in Madagascar.
Oh,
No.
I see. Yes,
Is he
yes,
as well?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
can,
wow.
can we change it to the giraffe of Madagascar instead?
Yeah.
Can we change it to just famous giraffes?
yeah.
Can you name more than one famous
I've run
giraffe?
out.
though?
I've run out now. That's it.
Can I, Anne, does the different Madagascars count? Can I just name all the giraffes?
Giraffes. I haven't seen Madagascar in a while. Oh, no, there's loads of giraffes in Madagascar.
That's
Yeah,
Madagascar.
but do they have names? If they don't have names, they're not real.
Oh, they don't. They don't have names. They're just other giraffes.
Okay.
And you're on about Madagascar too.
Yeah. Well, can I continue my
The
joke?
original cast. Yeah, go on.
I said I'd marry Ross off Friends simply because he always gets divorced. And that was going to be my joke because
Is
I
that
watch a
it?
lot of Friends.
Is
If
that
you not
it?
watch Friends, that's not a joke if you watch
Stop clapping.
Friends.
That is amazing.
Best joke of the week.
Yeah, I think everyone's watched Friends, but that still sucked balls.
Yeah.
Don't be angry at me. Oh, phone's going off.
Put them
Yeah,
on
go on.
speaker. Let's listen.
Yeah.
Prank calls
No,
would be.
someone else rang.
Oh.
Someone else picked it up.
So yeah, let's move on. I'm gonna regret starting this topic up, but what was announced last week? Crazy. Oh, last week it
God.
was.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. No.
Don't
So-
ask me. You're gonna have to remind me. I don't.
What is
remember.
it?
It's like one of the longest running
Video game series of all time.
FPS series.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
By the way, the news post I'm reading anyway is that normally when Infinity Ward make a game, and recently the Sledgehammer Games development team are always behind them, but in this one they aren't. So it's just literally Infinity Ward on their own this time.
Oh,
So
When it
it's
comes
gonna
to the
suck
trailer,
even more.
when it comes to the trailer, I was depressed at the definitive lack of Iron Man.
I thought I thought the trailer was something for I thought it was an ad for something on one of these like nature channels or something.
I genuinely
National Geographic. I thought it was a National Geographic ad. I thought I was on the website. I was on like IGN or something, and then I was like, there was an ad, and I thought, oh, this is another ad, and then I was like, hang on, what's this?
Yeah,
and
I went
looked,
to
and it was
find
the
the
actual
skip
video.
ad.
I was like, what?
I went to find skip ad. I was like, I just want to see the freaking trailer. What's this all about? And then all of a sudden, I'm like,
Oh,
wait, that just paused it.
that is the trailer.
What? It was
So-
horrible.
It's just
The one.
okay.
Let's start with the guess. What do you think of the trailer?
I thought the trailer was. Well, it was what it was supposed to be. Really, it was a teaser. It didn't show much at all. It's got
Didn't show
everybody
anything.
talking. Yeah, exactly.
Somebody
It's
link
got,
me. I haven't
it's
seen
got
it.
everybody talking about it,
Oh.
even if it's in
Right.
a negative way. You know, there's no such thing as bad
True.
publicity. They say.
And they are waiting to show it probably at the same time as the Xbox launch.
Yeah, and they screwed up the Activision support website and gave people like myself access to a Black Ops 2 camo, which we shouldn't have. So now,
Oh, did you?
everything
I wish
sounds
I had
special.
that. I wish I
It's
had.
it's a very nice camo, but in all
It is.
fairness, I've always preferred Infinity Ward compared to Treyarch. Up until Black Ops 2, I mean, before Black Ops 2, I've been making like YouTube videos for years. However, I've only been on this channel for about 7 months, I think.
I feel that, if you look at the effort that Infinity Ward put into an MW3, you look at the effort really that Treyarch did in the 2 years that they had, and probably less than 2 years they were given,
Yeah.
really, if you add it all in.
again.
And if you look at the time they had and what they actually managed to achieve in terms of what they brought into the game, new features, all the new storyline, the way that you can interact with the story and change things like that, they have actually done a lot, in a short period of time. And Call of Duty still me Call of Duty at the end of the day. It's running on the same engine. Things are gonna still.
No, it's not
be the
new
same.
engine. New engine.
No. This I meant the Black Ops 2 for a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I know the new one's on a new engine. I understand that. So
looking back on this trailer, are we missing something obvious? Could this be all CGI? Rendered in game in using the engine.
No.
Look at
Not
the
a
way.
million. Not a million.
Look at when he.
it could be
brings the
CGI,
flare
but it's not
out.
rendered on the engine.
Look at the way he pulls down his mask. That was not fluently done on a rendered machine. You'd have to be a
But have
fucking
you seen-
magician to make it look that real.
Yeah, but have you seen their next gen engine? It's
No, but that is not.
Well, who knows? I mean, if you look if you look at technology over the last decade, I mean, we've come a fair distance, so nothing's impossible.
Yeah,
Anyway, go back.
That's what I expect to see by the end of the PS4, not the very start.
but
Real life.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Engines aren't reliant on consoles anymore because PCs are so good.
No, but that is a PC could not do that.
PCs can do many things. I think it could.
That is too real. That is too real.
I guess. Anyway, going back to my point, I always preferred Infinity Ward, but Treyarch have won me over because I've started playing competitively, and I love their emphasis on esports and all that.
That's what I really like.
I hope that Infinity Ward try and implement esports into this game. I mean, I hope they have their own variation of league play and they host some of these tournaments and stuff. If not, then I'll probably be staying on Black Ops 2.
I would hate it if Infinity Ward pretty much just discarded all the hard work and effort that Treyarch have put in to do this.
It depends how good the game is.
I think Vonderhaar will probably just go nuts and kill some people.
Yeah, probably will.
No, if the game's really bad, there's nothing stopping MLG and all them to just have another year on Black Ops 2.
Yeah, that's true. They can just continue the circuit.
Okay,
It's
Which wouldn't be a bad thing. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing.
I think it is a bit strange sometimes. Well, not really strange, but it can be a bit difficult to kind of transfer every single year from one game to the next. 'Cause, I mean, even though it's the same franchise, it's still Call of Duty. The games are still different in their own way, and so the maps, the weapons.
Black Ops 2 was a big learning curve as well from the new class systems and everything.
Yeah, I know. So these pro players and competitive players now, it's 1 minute they got this game thrown at them, and as soon as they come to the point where they're yeah, okay, we feel confident on this, we know absolutely everything, it's time to move on to the next one. Whereas games such as Halo, they can have it on the pro circuit and they can have it there for 3 or 4 years, and everybody has a lot of time to do whatever they want.
Yet if you're a noob on Halo, you're getting bagged.
Yep.
yeah, but when Halo Reach came out, they still played Halo 3 on the circuit.
Yeah, because Reach sucked.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They could do that with Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 4. Oh, I'm sorry, Ghosts.
Yeah, but Call of Duty always sucks, no matter what.
No.
What? yes.
Save your opinions out of this.
Yeah.
No, go back and play Modern Warfare 3. It's better. No, it's a little bit the gameplay. It's exactly the same, just the graphics are slightly shitter, slightly.
No,
for a whole next step
Treyarch and
game.
Infinity Ward.
Yeah, well, I'm comparing the two, and still they're both shit. Black Ops to Black Ops 2. You thought in your head, think about Black Ops now. It looks and feels just like Black Ops 2.
It
If you go
doesn't.
back, it's actually a little bit
No,
shit.
no,
It
no.
doesn't.
I have
Chrissy,
to completely
shut the fuck up,
disagree
it
with that.
doesn't.
I'm
Black
sorry.
Ops 1 is an entirely different game if you really do.
No, I know.
compare
I'm
it.
saying that. I know, but mechanics of the game
No,
are
it doesn't.
exactly
The
the
mechanics of the
No.
game are you're a person in first person view, you shoot people.
No,
They
I
can't
mean,
really change that.
no, I mean, you the way you walk, the way you fall over,
way
the way
you
you
walk.
climb up all the everything. It's the
Climb
same in game.
Do you want to
Shut
be
up.
playing game of search and destroy and walking down the street with some swagger or something? How else are you supposed to walk?
No, but just add a bit more to it. Look at the steps of games. Watch, it's imagine if FIFA stayed the same as it was in '95.
It has.
We've added every single step has added. You can now move. Look at the fluency of his movements. Whereas in FIFA 2001, you're basically blocked across the screen.
Well, that's
Like,
a big
this-
gap.
I guess, but
2001
that's
to
a game.
freaking 13.
That's a game that focuses almost entirely on their feet and their legs and their movement because it's a sports game. I mean, with Call of Duty, when I'm shooting at people, the last thing I'm thinking of do my feet look good while I'm doing this?
No, it's not while your feet look good. It's how it puts you into the game. And if I felt the same for the past 5 years and never really been wowed, 5 years ago maybe I was like, oh, this is something new and fresh when COD 4 came out compared to other shooters. Like the ability to aim down sight, even from the first CODs, and you could aim down sight. It was amazing. You go back and play one of them games that you can't aim down sight. You're like, how the fuck did I ever live without aiming down the sight? It just doesn't work.
It's not like Counter-Strike, and you have to.
Yeah, you have to hip fire. Sometimes you want to zoom in. That's what Call of Duty did. But that's all they've done since. It's been the same thing every time. They
I feel it has.
I think that you may be expecting a little too much.
No,
Yeah.
he's
I do
too
expect
pessimistic of the
the
game
game
because he's got like a trauma of being. He's being traumatized by just raging too much at the game, and that's why he's being so pessimistic. Yes,
not.
it is. You
It's
need
not.
to learn to accept it. It's so annoying.
No, hey, fuck off. I suck so bad at Battlefield 3. Not even funny. My KD is probably 0.5. I have never, ever fucking raged at the game because it just works so well. It's a game you get into.
Because you didn't expect to do well.
No, well, in a way, I do. I want to do good. When I get a
Yeah,
good
but
kill.
like.
I feel I feel sometimes you do
I think-
expect to, you know.
Yeah, I don't
all of us
rage.
expect. Like we see game matches, we go, oh, we can do that good. And you go in the match, and you're like, ah.
I've
I
been
don't
playing
rage
the game
when I do
such
bad in
as
League.
I think I should be good at it, but no, it's just every day is the same shit, different day, different map. That's just my opinion. It's not
You've been
pessimism.
playing
or
it
anything.
since COD
It's
4.
extreme.
Exactly. It's fine. It
And
hasn't
it's
done it.
you, not the game.
It is the game. Ask anybody. Call of Duty has remained the same since it's dawn. All they've done.
I must say, if you've been like complaining about Call of Duty since COD 4 and saying like, you know, how it's the game's fault you've been doing bad, then
I don't care that I'm doing bad. I just do not enjoy it. Like,
Then why do you
can't
play
see the
it since
difference between
COD
Black Ops
4?
2 and
I
Black
don't
Ops
play
1.
it at all.
You're blind. It's so. It's out there. It's. Never mind. There's no arguing with Crazy. It's either he's right or you're wrong. That's one of the two.
Yeah.
So,
I did
You
get it in
enjoyed-
addition.
There's no sense of reason here. It's just like,
Yes.
no,
But
I'm right.
just trying to convince to say I'm not trying to convince you that the game is shit. You all have your own opinions, but in my personal opinion, I think it stayed the exact same game. Granted, you've added a few more polygons to the frickin' map. Congratulations. But what have you done? Anything else?
And
You've
in
done-
my personal opinion, I think you're wrong.
Okay then.
Me as well,
That's
so.
You know,
But-
they have.
I say we take a vote on this.
Hang on. What I'm saying is,
in the game.
considering the time they've had, they have added some. They completely changed the way your class system works. I couldn't go back to the old class system now. I really do like the way it works now. Is that you can pretty much build anything you want. You have it basically they give you all the stuff and go, look, as long as you got the slots for it, you can have it. You've got all the new the point system that Infinity War brought in Anthem 3, Black Ops 2, Treyarch have just kind of ran with that idea and kind of expanded that a whole lot more. I feel the score streaks work better than they've ever worked. I feel that
I do not. The score streaks are useless.
No, they're not. The
opinion, my
score
opinion.
streaks are they're not very difficult, but they're more difficult to get than they were in the previous titles. But once you get them, they do a lot.
I never
More
get
damage than they
them.
would.
And that's
Your fault because you.
yeah. Well, if it's not working for me, it's not a good game. To me, of course.
to
I'm not
you,
going
it's not a
to
good
give.
game to you. Don't say it's not a good game. It's not a
Yes.
good game to you. Okay.
It's not a good game. It's not a
To
good
you.
game. If I'm playing a car, if I say a car is a bad car because I don't like the way it looks like a fish, doesn't mean like it is a bad car. To me, only my opinion
That's just
is relevant.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can
Aesthetics.
stand outside the car dealership and be going, "This car is awful."
I'm not standing outside the car dealership. I'm telling you guys that I don't like the game.
bought the
I
car
think
and
it's
then you're
shit.
just gonna go
And it
complain
is
to
shit.
everyone you see. Like you see this car I
yeah,
just bought?
many-
It's shit. There you go.
Can I ask you a question? So the next, so when Call of Duty Ghost comes out, buy it.
No, am I literally not going to touch another Call of Duty in my life?
Okay, so you had COD 4, right?
Yes.
Did you buy COD 5?
COD World of War? Yeah,
Did you like it?
I did.
Okay, did you buy COD 6?
Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
1. No,
Modern
2.
Warfare.
Sorry. I got confused then.
Yep.
Don't ask.
I liked it.
You did? Right, okay, so what's the next one? Modern Warfare? No.
No, Black
Well,
Ops.
Black Ops. Buy
No.
that?
Yeah, I bought
And you didn't like it.
for the zombies. Never. Online get fucked.
Okay, so Modern Warfare 3?
Modern Warfare 3 was a chance of Modern Warfare 2 redemption, but it didn't.
Okay.
Why did you buy Black Ops 2? if you didn't like the last
The zombies.
P,
The zombies.
like
And now the
last-
zombies is
Well,
dead.
hang on, you can't tell us that it's a game if you buy it for the
No,
zombies.
because I only bought it for the zombies, and then the zombies sucks now.
I just want to point
Exactly.
something out, all right?
Yeah.
In the chat, there's a guy called Just Axe Laugh. He just he's typing. He's saying everyone has opinions. Everything is different to each other. God Ghosts will be awesome. I can't wait. Then I want to say, how do you know it's going to be awesome? No gameplay has been leaked. No things have been confirmed. You just need a teaser trailer. And how do you think it's awesome?
Exact same as the last game.
But the thing is, there's a lot of people out there that just love the fast action that a Call of Duty game brings, and they get excited by that because they get new maps and new story and all that, and they can have another refreshed game for another 2 years. So I can understand people are excited about it because they know everyone knows what to expect when it comes to a Call of Duty game, and you're gonna get about what you expect.
Exactly. That's what I don't like about it. Like 5 days down the
But there's a
line,
lot of people out there do like that.
it's
Yeah.
just DLC. It's a DLC. Pay a lot more money for. Like
Well,
you
the thing
get.
is, I don't even like the DLC. I just like the original game that they released.
No,
I
that's
do.
it. I'm
I
saying
enjoy
the.
it.
I like Black Ops
The
2
next
DLC
game
has been
comes out.
strong, I have to say.
I think
Yeah.
it's been terrible.
It has. I
Completely
don't like
terrible.
it.
I haven't. When I see one of the luckily for me, I play competitive, so the DLC maps aren't in
Yes.
the map rotations. But if I do, on occasion go into a public match, and for example, grind comes up, I just feel like just smacking my face on the
I
desk
think
in
more-
front of me.
I like the DLC more for the zombie stuff than I do for
I don't.
to be
I'm
fair,
like
I
the
feel
main
that
guy
the zombies
here, and
the zombies DLC has been strong.
Well, what did they release? They released Mob of the Dead. What was that? What did you do in that?
that's
That's
great.
retarded.
Shut up, Crazy. You've played
Retarded.
it once.
Was
you
that the
can't-
one where you
no.
are the zombies?
Too much shit to it. Added way in my opinion.
No.
It's added way too much shit to the.
You're having a go at the
Zombies to
multiplayer.
Yes.
Oh,
Having
yeah.
a go at the multiplayer for not releasing and adding new things, and you're
Not for
having a
doing
go
No,
at the
but-
zombies
No,
for
it's
adding
not
new
for
things.
doing-
The only thing that stayed consistent. Like I wanted just new maps because obviously training around the same circle gets very boring very quickly. But with the zombies, it's different with the zombies. I want a multiplayer
Great
where
talk.
the way I get knifed or the way I die is different every single time. I don't want to just fucking spaz out like with limbs that are made out of jelly. It's just wrong.
You're the reason, okay? You don't like innovation and you don't like the same thing.
No, I
What do
do.
you want them to do?
The zombies, I want them to get better graphics and better animation, but I don't want you adding what the.
Okay, just imagine
Hell.
there is someone who's probably
No,
opposite you.
I just think he wants to hate everything.
I do hate everything. I am cynical,
Yes.
very, very.
Is there
Yeah.
anything at all that could do to please you? For example, now, if they came to you, if they phoned you up, they were like, "Hey, okay, hang on, let me check your name. Who are you?" Crazy. What is? I don't like these online aliases. They confuse me.
His name's Brandon.
Brandon. There we go. So if they phoned you up, they're like, "Yo, Brandon, this is Mr. Vonderhaar, and I want you to make our next game." What would you do?
Tell him to give up.
You're just impossible. You are impossible. Why are we even having this conversation? Why are you here?
All right. Let me. On a serious note, I'd say I'd have loads of things to add to the table. Like, why are the maps getting smaller every time? They're getting smaller. Why are
That's
the
what the majority want.
no like a
If
lot
you
of
look at the map rotation. Look who comes up hijacked, Nuketown, and the other small maps. When was the
if
last
you're-
time you saw
Hang on,
someone
have you-
vote
you're playing
for
the game-
like Meltdown?
Have you played Magma? It'd probably take you about 5 minutes to just run around the whole thing.
No, but if it was up to me, you'd have more slots in the game. Like obviously that's not going to happen till the next gen. Slots to play. I don't know. Well, if they're upping the graphics, are they actually going to put extra slots in the game? So it's not 12v12. I want 32v32 like the PC on bigger maps with more abilities, not overpowered tanks like they had in World of War.
Right. Do you like Battlefield?
Yeah,
Okay, so why don't you just play Battlefield?
Yeah.
because no one plays.
There's five
No one
people that play.
I would play. I like playing Battlefield, and I just play when someone goes to me. You can play Battlefield. Yeah, let's go play
Yeah, well,
Battlefield.
then you and me will play some Battlefield.
Sweet.
On
That's
PC or
great.
on console?
Either, because I have it on both. So does Crazy.
I have it on PC. I
No,
just haven't
I
got
don't have
PC.
a console at the moment.
Oh yeah, you have it on PC. We'll play it on PC. Play it
yeah,
on
much
PC.
better.
Crazy.
I'll join you when I get a good PC.
Mr. I don't have a console is complaining about the map packs and all.
I have a console it's on the other side of the country at the
right now.
Well, there's one behind me. I asked you've been begging me for the past since the new DLC. Get your Xbox back. Get your Xbox back. Get your Xbox
Get
back.
it back. We
I
can
got-
play.
I'm sat there with the DLC open, with the map, ready to go, and I invite you to party, and go, and then you fuck off.
Listen, I was around 67. I'm over the dead. I'm just not gonna just quit it just for you. Sorry.
Well then, that was your
Well,
one and
then
only chance. I'm back on it. It's
Well, don't care. I'll play it with
all right.
GG.
Well, ask me next
Or Luke.
time. I'm feeling.
Okay, moving on before we
feeling
kill
a
each
lot-
other about Call of Duty.
I'm gonna go piss, and then when I come back, everyone has
See,
to pee.
this is why I stabbed his friend over Gears of War. This
Yeah.
this is how it all starts.
Thing in the game. It was the argument about the game afterwards.
Yeah, that's what it
Okay,
was.
This game's amazing.
Shall we move on?
I
I have a good topic.
oh, go on then.
Okay, YouTube paid subscriptions coming out this week. Apparently, what do you think?
I think we
Brilliant.
talked about this before.
Wait, what?
I think it's brilliant. What a-
Yeah. No, if Arian's got that surprised sound on his face, I doubt.
I
talked about
think it's good, but only for
big companies.
I wouldn't expect Mr. YOLO Swag 1256 that makes COD montages to start
With his
trying
iPod.
to charge
Well,
you
it's-
to subscribe to him.
yeah,
Because at the
it's-
end of the day, I'm doing him a favor. I'm the one watching his videos.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a.
But it's not like it's for things like if HBO Entertainment
Yeah,
Yeah, like if I could watch Game of
I would
Thrones on
today.
you
exactly. They're trying to be the next Netflix because there isn't anything as good as Netflix currently. Love
Tesco-
Film came up for a bit and they were meh. The
Wait.
Tesco Blink box is a very small library. They're just trying to be that. And the problem with YouTube at the moment.
They all start small.
Yeah. Problem with YouTube at the moment, say you're FPS Russia, okay? He makes a video, he doesn't know if he's going to make money off this video. All through production, there could be, he could... he can wake up tomorrow and everyone all of a sudden decides no longer to watch FPS Russia videos. He has no solid income. Whereas
Yeah.
if he has paid subscriptions, he knows how much money he's got this month to
No.
make videos.
Wait,
No,
paid
no matter, like,
subscriptions,
the
what,
thing
what
is-
are they exactly like?
Basically, you just pay, no one really knows. You just pay, and well, from what we've gathered, you pay, and then you
Pay
get.
to watch.
You pay a monthly fee to watch their videos.
But
Then- wait,
it's only been offered to high CPM channels, so
Yeah.
it won't be offered to gamers probably.
No,
It'll be
I
like-
think it'll be offered
Why
to
would
some
you-
of them.
okay.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like FPS Russia and TV networks and stuff.
no, I
like
don't think so. It is. It's going to be primarily TV networks and
Yeah.
some educational channels and whatnot. You can
Who the
subscribe
hell
to
is
Yeah,
gonna
YouTube has
pay
been
for
ever since-
educational channels?
Ever since
pushy parents.
ever since this new YouTube design, YouTube have been trying to attract the big guys out there in the TV industry and try and get them to bring all their shows over to YouTube. And by doing the subscription thing, it's another step of them going, hey, we're ready for you to come over and bring all your TV shows and stuff, and we'll, you can pay, you can earn money through the subscription. Because at the minute, the ads alone isn't bringing these kind of guys over, but the minute you got to pay for the subscriptions, the base that YouTube has, the audience base they have, I think it's them basically
Everywhere
trying-
turns to YouTube.
Exactly.
I think it's a good thing, to be honest, because personally I'm not going to pay for subscriptions to a channel, or at least none of the ones that I'm subscribed to at the moment.
No,
'Cause I just
they're the
don't
ones that
feel
are going
as
to
if-
remain.
I think
Sorry,
we are.
Yeah,
they'll
but
remain the same.
If you look at it as a company, I think it's a good thing because it's growing the company, and when I'm investing my time and effort into my channel, if the website and the business itself is growing, then by all means do so.
I just have one argument with Size. He said that FPS Russia might wake up tomorrow and nobody wants to videos. That is the risk you take with any decision you make in life, whether you're a business or a YouTube video.
Yeah, it's
because
just-
one day you might wake up and nobody wants to wear your brand of shoes because
Yeah,
they
but they-
fall to pieces too quickly or something like that. Every decision is in a risk take, so I
Yes,
doubt
but
that it's going to make sense.
the thing is, when he literally has no, like, say, I can't. Okay, I got this. I've got it in my head. FPS Russia can make the best video ever. Okay, he schedules it to upload, and it's meant to go, and then as soon as it's meant to go out, the YouTube sub boxes fail, and he gets half his amount of views. Okay, he would make less money because of a third-party problem. There's very little things in the entertainment industry where a third party can really mess up your income.
Well,
So
to
if
be
you have
honest,
a paid subscription model,
if-
you're guaranteed that money, and you're taking the weight off of YouTube to make your money.
I do know usually when that happens, they re-upload the same video.
to be completely honest, when people have large enough channels to actually make that their main source of income, I don't think anybody is stupid enough to take that money and spend it and
No.
think it's fine because my YouTube channel will still be around in a year's time. Whoever's making
Yeah.
a substantial amount of money off YouTube, I hope at least is actually investing that somehow and is.
That's what I was going to say. is
Yeah, no,
investment.
into making the next video.
Well, no, because if
Not always, no.
FPS Russia's channel got closed down this very moment in time, I bet you he's got plans. I bet you he's got investments made to make sure that he, has a paid-for home, etc., has enough savings to pay his way for the next few years.
A rainy day fund.
Yeah.
He's got a massive rainy day fund, and that's what they'll all have, I guarantee.
Yeah.
They're all sitting on very large nest eggs that they've been saving through their YouTube money. Yes.
When you're in like this game, it's very let's say temperamental. You're always on thin ice. Something could easily shatter that ice, and you could easily fall through. There's nothing sure.
That.
It's not like a normal job where if you do things, right the way you've always done them, then.
But you see, YouTube is actually it's not its own industry. It's the entertainment business, and that can happen to any entertainer, whether you're a talk show host or anything. One day you might just get the axe because you snorted too much cocaine or something.
Yes, but you've signed a contract, and then you get like payout clauses. But like with you now, if nobody watches FPS Russia's videos, he has no income at all. And he's taking a massive risk every video. But if there's a subscription, he's just negating the risk. It's not making it impossible for him to fail, but it's
anyone's smart enough in the larger industry, unless they're just money whoring like shit and they think that they're full of themselves, that everyone will pay. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay for FPS Rushes. He can go suck his own dick.
No, that was just... No, I don't think he is. That was just my example.
No, he wouldn't. But that's what I'm saying. If somebody at that standard would do that. A TV series, yes. A guy who shoots guns for a living or vlogs, no. I'm not just... The majority of people aren't. You're probably not going to make as much as if you left it on your standard ad revenue.
Yep, okay, Bums Night Out, okay? He would not be able to do that as a YouTube thing, but if there was a subscription model, he could probably make Bums Night Out. FPS
Do not know what that is. Oh, right. Okay.
What?
No FPS Kyle's things, Bums Night Out, his idea. Yeah, with a subscription model way of made, he could know how much money he has to spend on the show, produce the show, and then make a profit. But if he were to make it now, he doesn't know how much money he's going to make. He might make nothing. He might make loads. It's too much of a risk. That's why he won't do it.
I don't know. I think it depends on your video type, your audience and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay,
if your main audience is 12-year-olds, you're not going to get a subscription. Your mom is literally going to go tell you to go screw yourself. You're not signing up to a YouTube video. You can get out. No. Unless it's like very, very cheap at £2 a week or a month even. £2 a week is even a bit of stretch some points.
I have a question then.
Go for it.
Wait, so listen, is it
on the topic of like, channels and stuff and them not really dying, but losing views. What do you think of Wings of Redemption's channel? And if you were him, what would you do in his situation?
I unsubbed him. I feel bad because I like him and he's an intelligent guy, but his content's just always the same sometimes.
Yeah, I can't.
Do less gaming.
What would you do?
Do less gaming. His chaos theory stuff's funny. It's funny when he talks about things he cares about. So start talking about things you care about.
I like his live blogs when he's actually in video, but I've actually unsubbed Woody.
I don't like Woody.
No,
Can we not call people out?
I'm not calling Woody out. I'm
no
just
one
saying,
even noticed.
Woody, you're playing Black Ops 2, but talking about politics. I really don't give a fuck.
Well, no, this is what I don't like about Woody's game tag. Now, when I say I don't like Woody's game tag, if he was to walk through that, like the door in front of me or whatever, and said hi, then I'd shake his hand, introduce myself or whatever. I'm sure that he's a nice enough guy.
Yeah.
But when it comes to YouTube, I just do have certain, issues with the way people kind of conduct themselves, which, isn't a personal jab at them. It's just their choices, I guess. And the thing I don't like about Woody and how he runs his channel is that he quotes himself the unexceptional gamer. Now, he quoted himself the unexceptional gamer back in, Call of Duty 4 or Call of Duty 5. Yeah. If you've been playing the same game for about nearly 5 years or whatever, you have multiple sponsorships with the best headset companies in the world, the best controllers in the world, like Scuff and, the headset Astros. You play with all these top players, and you're still an unexceptional gamer.
I think that's more a branding, a slogan, a joke.
Yeah.
We all know he's decent, but he's sticking with it because it's his trademark. It's his catchphrase.
Well, no,
as such.
I find he's just lazy. I mean, I find that he knows that he can get away with post gameplay. So why on earth would he try and get really good gameplays like the rest of us do? He
Because
knows
that's
he
what
can
we
just
can-
Because he
jump.
doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. That is a big
To him,
factor.
it's more about the
Yeah, but
the gameplay is just the thing in the background to him.
Yeah, that's all it is now. There's not much to on Woody's channel. There's nothing to do with. He's just put a ton of tags saying Black
So
Ops
why
2.
does he upload tips and tricks videos on occasion?
On occasion, yeah, but I just don't think he's a gaming channel. To be honest, he doesn't talk about anything gaming most of the
No,
time.
he does. If
And
you
when he
look at his
does,
most recent videos,
he keeps getting things wrong. Or a
Yeah,
little wrong.
it is usually
It's
wrong or missourced.
frustrating.
Talking about
He-
people
'cause
that
he-
get
he just-
things
yeah.
wrong, freaking Syndicate with the zombie stuff.
No,
I look at
Right,
those
we're
videos.
really digging a deep hole for the podcast.
I don't care.
When we want guests
I look
in
at
the
this
future-
stuff. Listen. I look at this stuff, and I'm like, no, that's not right. You're blind. You can't see that. No, that isn't. No, you're talking about. No, Tom. No, and I'm like thinking that.
Yeah, but
as I-
Alan, when he's doing zombie stuff, sometimes sometimes when the thing you're on about, he's like playing the game at the time and he's still learning it himself.
No,
But like
no,
when
no.
Woody does like a news video, he chooses it himself, but he still gets the information wrong.
Arian,
Yes.
does Syndicate suck?
Syndicate is an
Honest
alright
words.
zombie player, but
No, I mean like you don't like him, do you?
I don't
No, he
enjoy
doesn't.
his
No.
content. No.
No, I'm not like so. Does that make him a bad YouTuber?
It doesn't make him a bad
Where are
YouTuber.
we
He's
going
good
with
at what
this?
he does, but
But
It's
he's
just-
clearly
I
not
don't
bad
enjoy
YouTuber
it.
because he's very
No.
successful.
I
He's
was,
very
I was
successful
hoping
in
I was
what he
hoping you'd drop yourself. Well, it is touchy, but I was hoping you'd drop yourself in it, and then I would say 3,000 other people disagree with you.
does. 3,000 is more than that.
3 million, even.
Three
yeah.
and a million, yeah.
no, I mean I can have my own opinion. I
Just to
don't
say
enjoy his
myself
content,
why
but-
Call of Duty sucks. That's
No,
my
I-
opinion.
Yeah, you can
and
say
don't-
I don't like it, but you can't say no one likes it. It's a shit. You can't say it's a shit game.
I
You
didn't
can
say
say I find
nobody
it a
liked
shit game.
I never said nobody
Can you
likes.
please
No,
stop
you
going
say
on?
you say
That's
it's a
it.
shit
How
game, but
do
it
you know
isn't.
I
for
didn't
me.
say anything. I didn't say anything. Aaron, sorry. Apologize.
One thing I don't like with YouTube is the fact that nobody's allowed an opinion.
Yeah.
People
No.
are, well, I will always be honest.
I mean, if I made a video, and in that video, even if it wasn't like about PewDiePie at all, if I said, I don't like PewDiePie, suddenly like everybody would be shouting at me, telling me that it's wrong. It's apparently wrong to not like somebody's videos. It's like, what happened to the days where I could just have an opinion? I mean, America and all that is so big on freedom of speech, and then they slander everybody that says things they don't like.
Well-
It's ridiculous. It is. It's absurd.
In a way, if you went on a PewDiePie's video and your comment was PewDiePie sucks dick, then
Yeah,
all
but
his followers are going to be like, no, fuck off. Why'd you have
Yeah,
to
but-
come here and do that?
Exactly.
That pisses me
That's
off.
the thing.
If I'm on something
I agree with that.
that I enjoy and somebody's in there, I'm on subbing, I'm like, fuck off. Go on then. You don't need to then like draw attention to it. You just leave. It's nothing of your concern. That's the concern. And I think if you make a video about PewDiePie saying he's shit, then you have your right. Yeah, but somewhat not necessary. You don't need to do it.
Oh yeah, I was, and that
No, I know, yeah, and that's
I could
probably
dig in
where all
for
the
it,
hate
if you know
comes-
what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably where all the hate comes from. You're calling someone out, you're calling them shit, you're bad mouthing someone. It's just rude and unpolite, even though the internet doesn't care about that, but in a way they do.
yeah.
I have some breaking news. Sims 4 has recently been in, literally as we're doing the podcast. Sims 4, so another DRM game, is coming to Mac and PC 2014.
I'm going to predict the feature.
Who
What?
cares?
I'm going to predict a feature.
Um,
You're going to have to shave. Literally, you're going to grow a beard.
that'd be right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that your want? Is that more of a desire then?
That is a desire. I think it'd
Yeah.
be cool if you had to go shave. Like you
Yeah,
could, or just
I-
leave it. You could leave it. And you'd be like Gandalf. You'd be
I recently surprised myself with the Sims audience. You know, I just started doing Sims content, and I had quite a few people like find my video from out of nowhere, even though I haven't been like advertising it that much. People out of nowhere like find my content, enjoying it, and subscribing for it. So I found I wasn't an audience out there that I realized. I thought Sims audience was quite small in regards to the other audiences on YouTube. So yeah, I enjoy playing the game as well. I really do enjoy. I enjoyed Sims 3 and still do, and hopefully Sims 4 will be. I've played every Sims so far.
Yeah. I
played
thought
the third
Sims
one.
2 was Sims 2 was better than Sims 3. So I went to
Ah,
go play it. I went to go play it and then I realized actually this sucks. Like mechanically I don't like the idea that on Sims 3 you have to do a lot more to like live. You have to go to the shops and buy extra books. Whereas before you just had to sit down on the couch and get a book. But I think it's
Yeah.
actually I'd
Well,
say Sims 3 is better. Yeah.
Yeah, Sims 3 is better because if you have to add stuff to the game. You have to You have to make it a little more realistic, and but at the same time, it's a balance. You've got to keep it realistic, but at the same time, not make it tedious.
No, not make it coming home.
If you're queuing in the shop, waiting to get your food shop checked out, then that's kind of a bit far. But
yeah.
But there we are. Forward to that. There's no trailer or anything yet, so there's nothing to show you. But I can't wait to see more on that, to be honest, because I'm a big Sims guy, and a new one's always welcome. Although I'm going to be pissed off by the DRM thing. This is going to happen. It happened to SimCity.
It will. It will. I'd say it will. Yeah, you're right there.
But, there we are. It's like I don't really have any more news topics, to be honest.
Xbox reveal 21st of May. We haven't talked about that.
Well, we have talked about the next gen quite a bit over the podcast, so I felt as there's nothing new to add.
Right. Okay. So, people are asking, what did you think of the new GTA trailer? Like all three of them.
They lied. The screenshots they look nothing like the gameplay? Putting it out there.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Don't follow.
I remember they released like 250,000 screenshots, and then when the trailer came out, people were piecing together the screenshots that they released with the scenes in the trailer. Like, these look nothing alike.
Better or worse in what?
No, as in the screenshots have been made like the gameplay is worse than the screenshots.
The gameplay, I guess
they've just gone straight out because when they released them, they were like, "Look, this is footage from game in screenshots." And it's like, no, it isn't. Stop lying. Yes, that was my mother.
Insta-mute.
Yep. But yes, discuss that point.
We've lost Gigi, haven't we?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, he's connecting.
Uh-huh. So,
I don't know. I don't follow
your
GTA.
Sims? Wait, whoa. What the hell just happened? Here we go. So
What happened?
I think he died.
What's happened?
Wait, Luke, did you hang up?
No, I didn't hang up. Whatever his
Sorry,
face is, the guy with the teacup. I don't even know his name. That's terrible. I'm on this podcast. I have no idea who he is.
The gaming.
Yeah, the gaming geek. I don't know. He disconnected, and then everybody disconnected, and here we are.
But Arian's host.
No, Lucas host.
Don't
But
know.
he's streaming.
Yeah.
No, Arian's streaming the stream.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
We're still going, guys. Let's not.
Anyway, moving on. Shall we do some? Shall I find some questions on Reddit in GG's absence?
We can
If
get some
you'd
questions from
like.
the chat, actually. Were you all pissed as I was at the Go?
Yeah, go on.
Ghost
Somebody
trailer?
ask us
Yes,
a question in the chat, and I will answer it 100% honestly, no matter what it is.
Okay, so ask away.
My Roxanne just texted me and she said she wants me to say live that I am well endowed and I have a beautiful wife.
Okay, you have a wife?
Kinda. Yeah.
How is it kind of? You either have married her or you haven't.
I'm engaged to be engaged. Let's say that.
That's a new
So
one.
what you're really saying is that you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
But it's a bit more than a girlfriend because she's also the mother of my children. So a bit more, I guess. Yeah, it's not just a girlfriend.
Oh, I see.
I have kids.
How
You didn't
many
realize.
kids?
2.
Let's talk about your kids. How old
Alright.
was the names?
I have Emily Jade and Ella Page, double barrel names, both of them, and then my surname.
Gaming Geek's back.
Yep, I say hello.
One's almost 2 in this month, and one is almost 1.
Oh.
I see.
Yeah, so and they're both girls, as you can tell. by the
Yeah. Well,
name.
I kind of guessed that.
Ella's
Anna and Emily. Just
Yeah.
kind of put 2 and 2 together.
Mhm.
Planning on having any more?
Future, maybe. Yeah. So I guess waiting for a boy.
I see.
Guess what I'm going to call them?
I don't know.
Aragon.
Oh, please don't.
No,
I would personally move to your area and then bully the kid if you call it out.
I think this is why you haven't had a boy yet. Somebody out there somewhere is just like, just don't give him one because he's going to name it Aragon.
That is a good name. I think it is a good name.
But what happened was,
not just because of the Lord of the Rings character. I just like the name.
Your second child was actually a boy, but you.
What?
You were there and you were like, I'm going to call him Aragon. So the doctors switched it really fast. Don't let him have this fate. Not fair.
No, it's like, no, by the time he gets to school, not many kids are going to know what Lord of the Rings is.
Are
you kidding me? No. Lord of the Rings is like one of those things that will live on.
It's not like Star Wars, I don't think. It is a brilliant movie, but I know hundreds of people that haven't seen it because it's a bit before their time. And they're not going to watch it. The generation is dying off quickly.
No. They will watch it, even if I have to like tie them down and like force them to watch it.
That's what I would do. I would certainly do that.
We'll watch Lord of the Rings.
I think it's our duty to just like take over a school and just make them watch Lord of the Rings. I think it's just.
Yeah.
I think we need to do that. Can I get arrested for saying that live?
You could be, because
probably. You need to narrow down your locale. Let you say, I want to take over
a certain school. They'll shut down that school for the day and arrest you.
That's what they did.
What if I did it's my own school?
Norway?
What if I said that right now?
Yeah.
Like
no way. That guy said he's gonna go into school and shoot his teacher. Then he showed a picture on Google. He showed a picture of the gun and everything.
They closed every school.
Yeah,
it's called
in the Netherlands, and I got a day off because of it. So
yeah, exactly. Seriously, was it in the Netherlands? I thought it was in Norway.
It was, and I got a day off. I was like, yeah.
How?
Because it's
How did you get?
What?
How are you close to Norway?
No, it's in the Netherlands.
Oh, I thought it was in Norway. Okay.
I can't. Yeah, I think it is Netherlands. Yeah.
It wasn't
in
the Netherlands. And he posted a picture of 4chan, and yeah, I don't know. He just got fucked.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't threaten children with Lord of the Rings, or you'll be in prison.
Okay,
yeah,
other Jews.
I think that's appalling on the generation. Is we all know, well, we know some of us, but like all our parents know who the Beatles are and everything, and they'll stick with that for ages. And Lord of the Rings, whereas we couldn't name last month's top charts or movie charts or anything because I don't know what
Daft Punk number 1.
Oh yeah, 3 weeks.
I know.
I like that song.
Yeah, it is a really good song.
This summer is going to be the summer of disco. Not like disco, 80s disco, but disco style music is going to be big this summer. I didn't
think that song was like that. The first time I heard it, I didn't think it was that good, but the more I've heard it, I'm like, yeah, I like this song.
Yep. I would use it in a video if I...
Sadly, I haven't heard the song.
Get out.
Me neither.
How do you not? It's all over everywhere. It's top charts. Everybody has it.
Where would I go? Right, where would I go that I would hear this music?
In a car. I'm listening to the radio.
When I'm in my car, I listen to my music.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, it's a Daft Punk song. It's on YouTube and it's all over the radio.
I've linked you guys in the chat. So.
I'm listening to it now.
If this isn't good, I want my money back.
What money?
Could be one of them paid subscriptions soon. I guarantee.
Time is money.
Do you think Vivo will do that? Do you think Vivo would go to
Vivo as a whole? Probably.
I don't think that they're that stupid, because if they did, that would just basically just end them completely, because everybody would be like, right, pirating.
Can I ask something? Like, is it paid subscription? Is it paid to subscribe, or is it paying for seeing the content?
Pay to watch, which is subscribing. It's like like Netflix, but on YouTube.
So some content will be paid to watch and some won't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like it won't be in the search preference unless you've got it paid for. It won't be in your sub box. It's just like
that is going to open up to just people like downloading it and uploading it on their own channel.
It'll be cut off really quickly. You can't do that now very much.
Yeah, true.
I don't like this song.
Really?
Kick him out.
Kick him.
All right.
See you later, Luke.
Goodbye. Those in the chat, what do you think about that?
He's the host of the call.
Yeah, that's true. I have the power here.
Oh, shite. Very Irish.
Zoka Edits put a nice question in the chat. What do you think when GTA doesn't get on the PC because Rockstar hates pirating? Basically, what he's saying is, what if Rockstar was
basically, are you bummed out about it not being on the PC because Rockstar hate pirates?
No,
yeah,
'cause I don't
but
think
well,
it's-
no, they haven't announced that it's not on there.
No, they
just
haven't.
haven't announced that it's on there.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't out. GTA 4 wasn't out on PC when it launched on consoles either, so it's not a no go.
No
It was out
idea.
later on PC, if I'm correct.
Did not know.
So
that.
it's not a like. I'm pretty sure. I'm not don't 100%, but GTA 4 is an immensely popular game. Like it got one of the highest scoring, Metacritic scores.
Ah,
But also
Was
it
that
was
noise?
one of the highest pirated games on PC.
mm.
So you can see where Rockstar, is standing here.
But with what
But I
we've
would
been
like it on
told,
PC.
yeah, with what we've been told about how easy it is to put a game on a PC, like the PS4 working like a PC, and what we can imagine the Xbox is going to work similar to that, it probably wouldn't be worth their time not to.
No, well, the PS3 and the Xbox are not going to have Windows-based operating systems on them. It's not going to be easy to put shit on them.
No, but the architecture is the same.
It
so
might,
they won't
it'll be
have
easy it'll be easy to code, and there'll be custom firmwares out in no time. But I don't think they'll be able to master getting past the codes that are on the games that are saying it has to be with this and this and this. Because that's the problem now.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
So
but
how
I'd
many-
like to see it on PC, but it might not happen. So
Hmm.
we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
How many more CODs do you think there will be? I think
How
7
long's a piece
more.
of string? How long's a piece of string?
I think none. No, I honestly don't know.
How big is Activision Bank going to get?
My-
Yeah, exactly.
My prediction is that they're gonna do something different for the next gen consoles. But it's just gonna be really small. I think they may like change the name, but they'll basically keep the games the same.
Yeah, that's good. Then.
There will become a point.
But like, look at Medal of Honor. That's been dead for ages.
The
They still
point-
make games.
Yeah, but Medal of Honor, they're not making Medal of Honor games anymore.
They're
They're not. They shut. No. EA announced like
Yeah,
a
but
month
when was the
ago
last
that they
good
stopped
Medal of
doing
Honor game?
yeah.
How many games did they make before? You know what I
Well,
mean?
when this one really did hit rock bottom, then they did finish.
Mm.
When they give it their full, their full whack and still nothing, and then decided that Well, basically, there was no room for Medal of Honor because the people who wanted to play a game like Call of Duty play Call of Duty, and the people that wanted to play a realistic game or more realistic or big open world game like Battlefield went to go play Battlefield. So there was no audience for Medal of Honor.
Yeah. Plus,
It
their
was-
advertising
yes.
campaign was horrific.
And the game was poorly executed. But apart from that, I mean,
Apart from that, it was great.
yeah.
We have criticized so many games and the
But-
developers.
Well,
if it was like
hey,
a
Alan,
developer watching this,
I've only properly criticized Medal of Honor, and I have a right to criticize it because that was a bad game.
Good point.
can't argue with that.
No, flawless logic. Okay.
notice
What would
my
you rather
absence.
fight? One goose
He got
sized
this. He got this wrong. Hang on. It's supposed to be
Yeah,
one
I know.
moose-sized goose or 10 geese-sized meese. Yeah.
That's what he did.
No, he said goose-sized moose, not moose-sized goose.
Oh.
Goose. God damn it!
Okay.
Geese.
Come on,
You're supposed to have a massive goose or 10 really small meese. But he. Oh,
Yeah, he corrected
what have
himself.
you done?
Geese.
It's okay. Never mind.
10 do not know.
Would
Lost
you rather
it.
fight a massive goose or really small meese?
Meese. Geese.
No.
You still did it wrong.
It's in
No,
10
I did it
10
right. No,
What is a meese?
it's
A moose.
It's
Multiple
moose.
Ah, right. Okay. The plural of moose.
Meese.
So would
Oh,
you
you mean
rather
the really
fight
big geese,
one
just
giant ass goose or 10 goose-sized meese?
Gooses
The
are pretty
meese.
big, so
Gooses are
Even-
violent shit. You don't want to mess with a goose.
yeah, but they're still pretty big. So I wouldn't want to deal 10 goose-sized geese-sized meese. Let's leave this question alone and
Yeah,
go on to
just-
something else because I'm really confused.
Okay.
Suppose I could kick 10 of them in the head.
But this massive ass Yeah, but at the same time, these geese are pretty big. So I mean, the fact it's a moose as well, it might have like the antlers and stuff, and or it will have the antlers.
I don't know. I doubt you'd be able to kick all 10 in the head if they were charging at you at once. But still, I don't want to fuck with a giant goose.
No, I think the meese are a better option.
No, I don't know. I'd rather not like an antler up my ass either. The duck might. No, either way, I'm gonna die. I think the goose would be an easy way to go.
I don't know. I reckon I could tame it and fly off.
What if you just threw bread at it?
Yeah, throw bread at it. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
literally
Fix the problem.
throw it at it. With bread.
Like a whole loaf, just woof at the head.
They'll put it in a cement mixer to begin with, let it dry. Just
How do you make your
bread grenades possibly, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, Brett, crazy, you'd be the best for this because everyone knows that you are the bread head.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, let's just throw my head at them. No, then I definitely want to go against the 10 meese because the goose would chase me no matter what the fuck I did. It'd want me. It'd hunt me down. It wants that bread.
Okay, I've got something for us. We all have to say either our worst or best joke.
Oh, no.
I know one. I know a great one.
Go on then, go on.
Listen. How'd you make a gay fuck a woman?
Oh,
Shit
what?
in
No,
her
no,
cunt.
no, 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 no.
No, these are going to get us sent to prison.
Yeah.
Come on, let's hear it. Ow.
No, because it's Jimmy Carr's one and it's horrible.
I love it.
He'd
I
be
haven't
watching
heard
Jimmy
that.
Carr. Tell him he'd be watching him like
Yeah.
Come
religiously.
on, start the
No.
joke again and go through it. Ignore these guys. I want to hear it.
I'm not a part of this.
How'd you make a gay fuck a woman?
I
Shit
don't
in her
know.
cunt. Yep. That's an offensive joke.
That's not
He didn't say
Okay,
offensive, he
okay.
said best or
Offensive.
worst.
Okay, I've got one, right. So, I was driving home yesterday, and on the way back, I passed these 2 packets of crisps, and I asked them if they'd like a lift home.
Well, because I'm sorry.
You ruined it for me. How dare you? You're not supposed to ruin
Continue.
it.
I misheard. Continue.
Carry on.
It's a 2 packet of crisps. I drove up to them and I was like, "Hey, do you want a lift?" And they turned to me and they went, "No, thanks. We're walkers."
Didn't.
And then further down the road, I came across 2 tomatoes. I asked them the same, and they said, "No, it's okay. We'll catch up."
Oh, I want to cry. And I'm like the king of bad jokes, but
If we're all
No,
God's
no,
children,
I-
if we're all God's children, then what's so special about Jesus?
no, not being a part of this. I don't want this hate. No,
No, we're not banging Christians.
no. Can we please stop, Arian? What's
Do you
Tim
want to
doing
know something
spite
interesting, right? I think this explains a lot of things. Hitler's first love was a Jewish girl.
Ah.
Yeah.
Evidence.
True.
Yeah,
Evidence?
it just makes sense. Evidence was Uber Facts on Twitter.
Oh.
I thought
Most
Yeah.
that as well.
legitimate source ever.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
use that in your history exam. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Uber facts, not
All
good.
right. It's a size joke and gaming geeks joke. I'll do my last.
I
I
don't
don't
know. I have lots of bad jokes. I'd hate to narrow myself down to one.
Go on then.
I made one earlier. What did I make earlier? I made a really bad pun earlier. I can't remember what it was. Okay. My friend texted me and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "History revision." And I was like, "Oh, history. It's all in the past papers."
So this friend you were talking to, you said it was a girl. So when you asking her out?
Oh,
Is it
No.
the same one?
no.
No. Okay.
See, I don't believe that there is ever such thing as a boy.
No, I mean,
And a
yeah,
girlfriend.
No.
Because one of the two always has feelings for the other one every single time.
Well, no. I worked with
Just
a
even if-
lesbian. And she's nice.
Well, maybe you just fancied her.
No. She. No, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah,
In case
I
you
would.
watched
So
it,
you did.
but- No, I don't. I don't fancy her. No, that's the fact.
Then I'm married. No, what is it? You engaged. Or,
Engaged to be engaged. Yeah.
That's the one. You should buy like a hula hoop and be like, there we go.
Oh yeah, I did that once with what are they? The rings?
Hoops?
No, not the no.
Haribo rings.
Haribo rings.
There we go. See, I understand his romanticism. I get him.
Yeah, you get me.
Oh, you two are made
what-
for each other.
I went to go find some camouflage trousers the other day, but I just couldn't find any.
That is
Ah.
horrible. That's not even a bad
You
joke.
even Googled that one to find it. You
I
must have.
didn't.
Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't.
They say there's safety in numbers. Tell that to 6
No,
million Jews.
no, Aaron, shut up, shut up.
Oh, you might. You're
I
gonna
went-
finish. Come on.
I went to a Sea Life dating center last week. I pulled a muscle.
Oh, God. This is just going to be the bad puns week.
I don't have a joke. I don't.
Oh, I just thought of something really mean, but I'm not going to say it.
What's
Just say
brown
it.
and sticky?
You're KD. That wasn't what I was going to say. But
What's brown and sticky?
A brown
Stick.
stick.
What's pink and slippery?
Oh, God.
A pink slipper. Why doesn't anyone get that one?
I was gonna say it, but my head just went, "No, that's not right." I didn't say it.
Too obvious, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. That's not good. That's not good. A funny joke that my physics teacher said. He was standing up at the board, and then he's thinking, "How do I spell this?" And someone was like, "Just spell it phonetically." And he just turns to us. He was like, "Phonetically, the one word which should itself be spelled phonetically," and that made me laugh. That was a funny joke.
No, I don't understand, right? Why,
Your humor isn't that humorous.
why is the word for dyslexia? It's like the most complicated thing ever.
Yeah, it's the same as lisp. That's just taught for people who have a lisp. Let's put an S in the word.
It's
What do you
just
have? a
adding
lisp?
insult to injury.
There's a fear for long words, and it's like the longest
Really, isn't
word
it?
ever.
Yeah, it's like, why can't you speak properly? I have a lisp. Thanks.
Yeah, it's called
Just wiping the spit off your face like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Like, there's actually a word for fear of long words. It is
Yeah.
actually a long word.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no,
I just said
that's not like being
I
Irish.
just
That's
said
just
that.
because long words in. Did you? You must
said-
be muted.
There's a whoa. Wait,
Were you on
I
about?
don't think you did. I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear you.
what's happened? Hello. Oh, okay. Well, that's weird.
Hello.
Can
you
you
hear
can
me?
hear me, right? Yeah. Everyone can hear me.
Yeah.
What's
You're
hap-
breaking up.
Can people hear me?
Shut up.
I'm losing you.
So, no, listen. All right. There's a fear for long words. It's called. Wait, what the hell just happened?
Hello.
Hello. Can
People
you hear
hear
Oh,
me?
me.
size gone. Size gone.
Can people hear me?
Yeah,
No.
I can hear.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Who makes that noise?
Oh,
Static.
Yes.
I think.
All right.
I think
So-
we need to put an end to this episode on behalf of the fact that
Yeah.
everything's breaking.
What was that? I can't hear.
It's crazy. So the fear for
We
long
need to
words. It's
wrap
called.
this up soon.
It's called hippopotamonstrosociphidelapia. There we go.
Okay, and on
Say
that
what
note,
Yep, exactly.
That's a fear of long words.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
The irony.
And it's a very long word.
That is a
Okay.
very long word. I think we need to wrap this up very soon because we're getting not far off 2 hours now.
Oh,
Wow.
Is this the longest one you've had?
And we've just talked absolute
things never to
shit.
say to
Bull,
your.
yeah, bull crap.
It's all absolute horseshit.
Shall I find some
Yay.
random questions? We'll just end it with that.
Okay.
Or chat
How much would it
questions.
woodchuck that joke would?
Well,
93.
Do you have any reasoning for that?
No. But I want you to
Valid.
prove me wrong.
He couldn't.
Some guy asked me if
Oh,
I'm
you
part
could-
Italian. No.
That's the answer to that one. If it would, could, it couldn't, could chuck wood. How much wood could a wood, could a chuck?
Couldn't
Well, if he
would.
Harry, I
could,
definitely think you're part Italian.
he couldn't, so he wouldn't. He couldn't, so he can't. So none is your answer.
I am really hungry.
I am
I had
starving.
food before I
get
started
mum.
this.
My mum's making toast, and it's making me really hungry.
You should go eat some toast then.
I'm gonna when we leave.
We never leave. We're always here. Okay.
Okay. All right. I have 50 questions here. So, yeah, let's start with Luke.
Me first.
Number between and
Oh.
including 150.
Go.
Ooh, where's that from?
Luke, pick a number between and
Ah.
including 1 and 50.
42?
42. Okay. Do you
Meaning
think
of
the
life.
country's economy is heading in the right direction?
Oh,
Well, see,
come
it
on,
was
come
actually
on.
the meaning of life then. That's what I wanted to hear.
What?
I wanted
no
to, you know,
I didn't
that's
say meaning of life.
No, 42. The question should have been, "What is the meaning of life?"
All
Yeah.
right.
And it would have been 42. So you're like, "Way!" But it won, so it's all right.
It wasn't, though.
Okay, what do you want?
Do you think?
I'll help you.
Do you think the country's economy is heading in the right direction?
No.
Bedroom tax for the win.
No, I don't think it is.
Okay, that's good enough for me. That's fine. We'll keep it at that for now.
Okay,
otherwise-
fine. Do you want me to go into more detail?
No, I know it's fine. Don't worry. We're heading
No,
towards-
nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Okay.
Crazy.
Aw.
Pick a number between including
23.
23.
You
What
should
is
never
the
have to
biggest-
ask me.
What is the biggest factor that influences decisions you make?
What is this?
Biggest factor that influences decisions I make. Is it going to get me in trouble with the wife?
No, you can't refer to her as that yet.
It's still the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the mother of my children. Why don't you just call her that?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Sai, pick a number between and including 1 and 50.
12.
12. 12 is which football team do you support and why?
Locally, a team called Hereford United because they're the most local. But recently Swansea because they're doing really well.
Swansea.
Oh, don't say that because they're doing really well.
No, because I never. They like.
Yeah.
Not because
I've
they're
always-
doing well.
No,
more
I
because
think
they've
so. I
done
think that's
so
all right.
well
In some
recently.
cases. In some
There's a bit of
cases,
an ear
that's all right.
support
Glory
But if you're
supporter.
following the trend-
Boo!
Anyway, Ariam, pick a number.
Just a quick thing. Hello, Tom. You're just watching. Okay. 36.
Who's Tom?
Hi,
Fine.
Tom. Can I have
Hey,
your
Tom.
number?
Hi, Tom.
Hi,
Call
Tom.
me after the show. Right, Arian. What was it?
36.
36. Sweet. Of what significance is religion to your life?
-2. I don't know. Not really. There's no. I'm against it. I know
None
it's
at all.
pretty bad, but yeah.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm
I don't-
against religion, which is strange.
But
I,
everyone
me as
believes
well.
something.
well,
No,
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 see,
I
see,
don't.
I think I like the idea of like people have like maybe gods they believe in or whatever, but I don't like religion because all it does is separate and divide people.
Exactly.
that's
It
the fact.
separates
You-
divided
you
people.
can
Most
believe whatever
wars
you
are
want to
caused
believe,
because of
but-
it, and it's just so. In my opinion, it's so. I don't know. It shouldn't be, but if it is, so there's nothing you can do about it. But if it wasn't, then we would be 1,000 years ahead of what we are right now.
I mean,
That's a Family Guy reference.
in my opinion, I don't think a Muslim should be able to go up to a Christian or whatever and just say, they should be able to just ask each other, just like, hey, do you believe in God? Like, yes, I do. Like, yay, that's awesome. They shouldn't be able to say, we're gonna murder you, and vice versa,
But
because
that's
we-
just
we
extremist.
believe
That
in
you shouldn't. Like, you can.
Yeah, you have
classify-
extremists for
you don't-
everything. You have extreme
Yeah, we have
politicians.
Yeah,
you have
but the
extreme...
fact,
Oh,
the fact that there is
extremists,
extremists
that's-
still
Yeah.
that's
the
that's
mark on it. Like, it's still of a god, so
Why
the
can't
extremists
we-
do kind of rule the religious scene.
Yeah, you know what the case with me is? I don't believe in it. I don't care if you. I don't mind if you believe. I don't really have an opinion, but I'm just never gonna believe in it. That's something I know because I need proof or I need a reason, and I don't have either of those. So yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. Luke, pick a number.
19.
19. Wonder why you picked that.
Zuck, there's a question he's asked a couple of times. Have we ever pirated games? And if so, I think everybody has, and probably every game.
Here we
Only
are.
games if they're not available on my platform, like Terraria
Like
patches
every-
for Mac and... Shut up. Yeah. But aside from
Anyway,
that,
okay, 19. Will you rather be tall or short?
Tall or short?
Short.
Tool. We've had this before.
I think we have, yeah.
Oh, quickly then. Tall,
I said I would rather be
All right.
short.
short. Right. Sweet.
Would you like to know
Crazy.
why? No.
Go,
Okay.
go for it. Go for it. Yeah, go on.
No.
Open
No,
up.
you didn't want to hear what I had to say.
It might be similar to mine. Why is your reason? I
My
wanna know.
girlfriend's 5 foot and I'm 6'3".
I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3". Dead on.
Hey, me as well.
She's
High five.
almost. If you grow a little bit higher, she's almost at the right height, though.
Oh, I actually know my boyfriend, considering
Ah,
this.
right. Okay.
So I don't get too excited. Okay.
Seriously, I genuinely, I'm off. Bye. I'm closing the stream. I'm off.
He's
I'm joking. Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. Crazy.
Yeah.
Pick a number.
26.
26. Is there something you have done in the past that you keep regretting to this day?
Oh no.
You had
Uh,
sex
Just
with a
one
man,
thing.
didn't
Just
you?
one thing. Crazy.
No, I'm not going to answer.
You had sex with a man, didn't you?
Maybe.
Okay. You can pick another number, Crazy, if you like.
Ask Sci-Fi. He has the answer to that one.
Crazy, you can pick another number.
He was gentle and loving.
14.
14. Do you believe in luck or fate?
Both?
You believe in both?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyone else believe in
but
not believe in
not unluckiness, not like walking under a ladder.
I don't-
Not
Alright.
just
I don't
like that.
believe in fate. I don't believe there's a magical force that like
No.
Yeah, me
guides
neither.
things.
It
No,
just
we,
happens.
I believe we make our own fate. Like,
Yeah.
based on your personality and your person, you create your own fate around. Like that, your future is your fate.
Yeah.
Like, but it's only subjective because of what you're doing now in your lifetime at the moment. So no, fate isn't a real thing, as in like it was meant to be. But it is meant to be. If you're acting a douche, you're gonna die soon. But if you're being a good guy, your fate is you're gonna be successful, and you're gonna, well, you never know. But fate, not as in fate, as in it's meant to be and it's going to happen, not prediction or anything like that. But based on who you are, what you do, will predict your fate. Like,
Yeah.
it is changeable. So
Question from the chat: favorite alcoholic beverage?
I don't drink.
Strongbow pear.
Jack Daniels.
Jaeger bombs.
Woo! Like
If-
social drinks. Strongbow
Oh,
pear. Heavy alcohol.
Kopsberg.
Absolutely.
If you were in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, would you rather be eaten alive by zombies or kill yourself? If so, then how?
Well, that's they're the same thing.
Kill myself by jumping into a pit of zombies.
Yeah, I'd rather just kill. I'd rather just shoot myself in the head, get it over with, done.
I'd rather
See,
be-
I don't understand this, right? When people are in like, you know, when say in a burning building or like, you know, say, you know, trapped in like a boat that was sinking. Why do people like suffer? Why don't they just turn their head?
Yeah.
Or just like
Because
why don't
there's
they
still
just
much
turn
chance for survival. People, it's a human
Because
instinct.
people cling to life. The last thing. That's why most of you probably won't kill yourself when it comes to it. You will cling on to that very last moment.
Well, no, but if I was faced with like imminent death, I think I'd probably just turn around and headbutt a wall. I mean, I'd rather be unconscious when I got burnt alive in that building or something.
Yeah, so you'd like you couldn't end yourself, but you could help it along a bit.
Oh yeah, well, I'd rather be unconscious than burn alive. Yeah.
yeah. That's suitable, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a zombie apocalypse. I'd rather be turned into a zombie than ripped to shreds by them.
Oh yeah. I think that'd be fun. I mean,
Yeah.
or you could do like that Bill Murray thing and just pretend to be a zombie, just walk around with them.
And then get shot by a shotgun.
What if you had a boat? I mean,
Well, think about it. If zombies
swim.
can't read, you could just like put like a poster on your chest saying "I'm human, help." Like the zombies aren't.
Actually,
put a little bit of blood on that thing, and it's all good.
yeah. No, I think. Do you ever think that a zombie apocalypse would be the right move? Like maybe the zombies are actually trying to bring you into the light, how real life should be, because you think about it, like not like on a zombie's
Well,
perspective.
at the
life-
end of the day, if it went down to a majority vote, then
No, but that's the thing. Like we cling on to humanity, but you see all these movies about genetic engineering and fighting it off and saying like, but they're trying to change us for the better in their eyes. How do you know it's not the better? But we're still fighting to remain human.
mainly because they eat each other
And they're getting shot in the face.
Zombies don't eat each
and
other.
they decay.
Yeah, but from a zombie's perspective, you're actually living for a long time. If you're on Resident Evil terms, you're going to be there for decades because the serum still in your blood is keeping you alive no matter what until you
Yeah,
get your
and I can be here for
But-
decades without
but-
being a zombie.
No, but the world's not killing itself. It's just moving along with you wandering about, not knowing what to do with yourself.
Then there'll be no people.
There'd be zombies.
Wait,
Yeah, but
so
after a
do
generation, there won't be.
zombies die of thirst or hunger? Like, what happens if they eat everything?
No,
Well, then-
that's it. Well, if you're in Resident Evil terms, the T-virus keeps you alive because it's reanimating dead cells. The only way to kill it is by in the head, where it can't rebuild structures of the brain, but it can reanimate dead cells. If there's a hole in the cells by a bullet, it's not gonna carry on. But like you'd practically be immortal for quite some time. Yes, the end of the generation, like after we all decay into nothing, there's going to be nothing, and the rest of the planet will flourish like it should. But do you really care that life doesn't continue if you're not in it? If I'm honest, like I want my kids to be part of life, and that's how it is now. But if I was a zombie, and everyone else was a zombie, do you really care that there's nothing after you?
On a more cheerful note, what is your favorite Disney film?
Toy Story.
Ratatouille.
Seen so
Pirates of the
many.
Caribbean.
Incredibles. The Incredibles. There we go.
No, that's a horrible
Pirates of
film.
the
And you should feel bad.
What?
No,
Wait.
Horrible film.
Incredibles was alright. They're making it. They announced it too, but I don't know what happened to it.
It got lost like the hopes for that film. I
Yeah.
wanted that film
Anyway.
to be
It
good.
was awesome.
Anyway,
Let's Arian, pick a number.
I want to go eat.
All right, we'll finish in like 4 minutes. We're at 6 o'clock. Aaron, Sai.
44.
Sorry, I meant Sai. Pick a number. Sorry, you
Oh,
were
well,
next.
yeah,
I'm
sure.
sorry. Sorry,
Yes.
I meant Sai.
The square root of 16.
Just give me a number.
Got to be able to work that out.
Square root of 16 and 4.
Give me a number. I just want to. I don't want
4.
maths. Just
He
a
said
number.
4.
That's all I asked for.
4.
Right, 4. Thank you. Have you ever seen any of the big 5 African animals?
No.
There you are. Arian, pick a number.
Not in Wales, no.
So, Arian,
44.
44. If you were to go back, I thought it said black then.
Yeah, you'd never go
Yeah.
back.
If you were to go back to class today, what would you want to learn? If you could learn anything, what would you want to learn?
Wait, what?
Basically,
so confused.
I'm altering the question a bit, but if you could go back to school and learn anything, if the curriculum was up to you, then what would you learn?
Probably music. 'cause
How to
I
be a
can
porn
do that.
star.
That as
Huh?
well, of course.
I could. What was that?
Music class, because I didn't do that, but I had the option, and I regret it every day.
Yeah, I never did music class either.
Mine was how to be a porn star. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Already
Right.
am, bitches.
Strangest class ever.
Yeah, awkward class of the year. Right, well, let's do another quick rapid fire.
We're gonna pair you up now. Oh God, please no.
Right, let's get through another round before we end. So, Luke, pick a number.
What was the last one?
44.
44.
44.
So, what's the number you want?
44.
We just had 44.
You said what was the last one? 44.
Oh no, like the last number as in
Oh,
like
50.
50 then. I'll have 50.
Have you ever contributed towards a charity or a noble cause?
Yes, I have, because all of my YouTube revenue goes
That
to
was,
charity.
when I read that question, I was like, wow, that's such an idea. Yeah.
Okay. Well done.
What charity does most of your money go to? Sorry, I wasn't.
It's divided between rapecrisis.org, cancer research, and epilepsy Wales.
I donate to cancer research. It's good.
Yeah, I have in the past as well.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make up for all the bad things I've done in my life. Like, I don't know, nothing.
Like, yeah, go on.
I murdered a few people, sold a few drugs here and there.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
Just the usual, really. Average, laid back Sunday.
Okay, just
We
saying,
could
right?
talk.
Is this Monday? This is Monday.
Just saying.
Crazy.
Like,
I've
I'm
got an
seeing
obscene
Luke's
amount of
picture.
posters.
I'm seeing Luke's
Yeah,
picture,
wait.
and I'm seeing like,
This microphone's picking you up singing. My
Say
mum's
it
singing
again,
in the
sorry?
background. My mum's singing in the background. Louder.
Who said something about my picture? I'm confused.
yeah, your picture.
Ariam.
Just like the hair and the little beard, it looks like Gaming Geek. I don't know why.
It does.
Yeah.
It does
Well,
indeed.
I've actually had my hair cut now, so it's like not in my face
I was
anymore.
going to say, I actually had it cut like Gaming Geeks. I was like, oh.
You're not on my friends list. Bang.
Right,
You can delete me afterwards if you don't.
Razor,
Like.
pick a number.
8.
8. Have you ever
haven't
been
sent me a
betrayed by
request.
someone you trusted?
Wait, what?
What's that?
Ever been betrayed by someone you trusted?
Are you actually kidding me with
What's that?
crazy questions?
You
Of
picked
course
a
I have.
number.
Yes, I think we all have.
Yeah.
And me and Crazy can have.
If I wanted to, I could
Conversations
tell
about
you
this.
all big stories, but I think there'd be too much.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
just move on. Sai, pick a number.
3.
3. What is the most beautiful city in the world, in your opinion?
Cardiff? No.
No.
I like Perth.
I knew you were gonna say something.
Cardiff. Swansea.
Cardiff is not beautiful.
Wait, Luke, don't
Swansea.
you live in? Wait,
Swansea is worse.
No, he doesn't live in Cardiff. He lives in Bridgend.
that's-
The place that's renowned for only having a shopping centre.
What?
That's all that's in Bridgend, a big shopping centre.
Have you ever been to Bridgend?
Yeah, just a shopping centre.
Yeah, to the designer outlet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not even Bridgend town.
No,
That's
I
like,
know it's not.
that's like
It's,
on the-
it's on like the motorway.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So we have MacArthur Glen, otherwise known as the Pines, because it used to, before they built it, it was a field full of pine trees or whatever. So that's what, right. We had the Pines. It's got the Odeon Cinema there, which I've worked at. Getting that
Yeah, but
work experience and stuff.
Sorry,
It's got the Harvester, Frankie's and Benny's, KFC, Sainsbury's, and a
yeah, but you're
random
still only a
car
shopping
wash.
centre.
But that's just the shopping
That-
centre.
that's
That's
not a- that's not a shopping
like
centre.
that's like
That's
the outside of Bridgend, and then like you go into Bridgend, and there's a Bridgend town. It's got the
Take the
Bridgend like
joke
rugby
That-
thingy there. It's got the
Take
train
the joke
station, like the big thing. It's on the main rail to
Big thing and
Cardiff,
everything.
and go straight to Manchester, etc. Then you've got like
So one of your best things
sec-
about Bridgend is the ability to leave it.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Can I just say
Wow.
something?
Hashtag
Wales talk. Okay.
Si, what was your city then in Cyril series?
Perth, Australia. I love it there.
Okay, lovely. Arian, pick a number.
27.
27. This is gonna be the last one. No.
I want to do another one after him.
What?
I want to go and eat.
27. Will you work extra hours in order to increase your overall earnings?
Sure. Yes.
You would. You work, don't you?
These are some.
I did, and I did the
Bland
same thing you
aspect.
just said. Yeah. Of course, who wouldn't? If you had the opportunity, and if you didn't really mind it, then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So there we are.
Fantastic.
Next time, listen out because we're going to be doing awkward questions. I think we're going to.
Yeah, we're gonna do awkward. We're gonna do full of awkward questions. No. But thank you guys on the live stream for watching. We really appreciate your support. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. As I said, follow us on all on Twitter. I don't know the best. Well, I would say it's at LukeAkaNinja, if I'm correct.
Yep, you're correct.
At Crazy Randoms. At Sci-Fi, is it?
Sci Design and at Sci-Fi. I have two Twitters.
There we are. At iArian TV, or is it just iArian? I get confused if you know your Twitters. What is it?
TV.
Arian?
Yep. TV.
Arian TV. iArian or just Arian?
Iron TV. Iron TV. Ah, it'll be somewhere.
iArian TV. Yeah, iArian TV and at the Gamer Geek 15. Subscribe to all our channels as well. If you're watching on YouTube, the link will be in the description for that. Go and subscribe over to Luke. Thank you, Luke, for joining us in the podcast. Hopefully, we'll have you on again soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully,
It was fun, apart from the embarrassing.
The awkward questions.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
the peeing and yeah.
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 We'll forget that. Yeah.
Apparently,
Wait.
Si, you have to sing Jolene before we leave.
After what?
Sing Jolene by
I
Double
don't,
Part.
I don't know what that is. I'll give it a go.
Jolene.
Let's see.
Nice, isn't it?
Jolene.
No, I don't know what it is. You're gonna have to give me a better song. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, fellas. You're going to have to leave disappointed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next week we'll sing a song.
All right, we'll get him to learn it by next week. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it on YouTube, hit that like button. You can also follow us or whatever on Twitch. You can actually subscribe or follow on Twitch, I think it is. You can actually follow us on Twitch if you have an account. That'd be much appreciated. Find out when the next live stream is happening. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next episode. But as always, drink tea and game on.